care if I had to go. Man made you like the light.
And see, all the time
woman.
I
I'm
call
talking
him
about my woman
and
like
ask him the
that.
host, he always
I
tell
should
me
have said
the
Jeffrey.
You better watch your tongue.
Oh.
Kayak.
Hello, I can't hear myself. I can't. Hey! I can't hear myself. Hello, check.
Got to push the button.
What button?
It's the LGBT button. On you.
We get
You know
audio
what?
out
Shut
here.
up, man.
Headphone.
Hello.
Right here, boy.
Oh, hello. Hey! There I
You
am.
know, so you can look down.
Hey, how you doing? This is Louis Dix.
Sound good now.
Yeah, but first of all, the mic smells beautiful. I don't know who cleaned it. That's the first one. I'm Louis Dix,
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
and you are.
In a man's world.
Listen, before we go any further, I just gotta. You can see that. You see that? Can you see that?
Nice.
That is a Harvard Westlake State Championship ring.
Oh, you finally got it.
That's right. They came in today.
Okay.
Coach walked up, gave it to me.
That's nice.
That's nice. It says Coach
Got some
Dix.
earrings to go with that?
You know what?
Sounds cool.
Bracelet.
It has Coach Dix, and it has you guys are athletes. You guys are
Athletes.
Division I
They
athletes.
gave it to you. He gave it to you today.
Yeah.
What's an athlete?
I'm sorry to say athlete, but you guys are Division I athletes. I'm a Division III athlete. So certain things I didn't know because it says 69-40 something, and I was like, "What's that?" And it's like, "Fool, that's the score." But you were able to design the inside of it. And the inside, I wrote my high school, my college, and then Little
gender?
Willows Middle School.
Oh.
So the schools
he gave all the generic ones out before the real season.
No.
started.
It was, and for those of you wondering why I'm holding this here, is so I can hear myself. And then as soon as they take a break, I'll just get another headset. So listen, thank you for coming. What world am I in? Thank you for listening.
Well, no, you did thank him for coming. Though. Do you always do that?
They call the girls for coming.
Listen, as soon as say something if you guys don't mind. I know I'm the talented one, so I got to just cut off for a second. So we're going to try to hold it down for at least 5 seconds, okay? Go ahead.
Take
audio.
a station identification break. You're at Morris Media Studios. Home of shows like In a Man's World. I don't know the other ones.
Oh, okay, here we go. I'm back. Hey, talent is back. The talent is back. The talent. I'm just feeling myself.
Ring.
I'm feeling myself because of the ring. And actually, I feel good because I you know how it is when you take a shower?
But you got it on the wrong finger. You should, when you go through the drive-thru, you got to have it on that hand.
Not on Crenshaw Boulevard.
That's what I'm saying.
They'll think this
You
is
only wear
real.
in certain places.
Yeah. Now, see, that's what I found that out also. You're right,
yeah.
that you're not supposed, it's like a trophy.
No,
I
it's
didn't
a
realize
ring.
you're not supposed to wear it all the time now. So, but in certain places I am going to wear it when I'm around my ex.
Oh, okay.
Certain things. I told my daughter when I go to dinner with her little white family friend, boyfriend, I'm going
That's
to
a
wear
nice
it.
conversation
Are you
piece.
gonna wear it on stage?
I am. It just depends on the show.
Okay.
I have an event coming up, and I think I'm going to wear it.
Nancy Wilson?
No.
I love Nancy. She's an Apollo legend.
Luther?
Yeah. A casket is not a casket. Oh, wow, really?
Oh, my God. We starting off already with the low blows. Okay, so the Righteous Brothers.
There you go.
Oh, really?
And so, I forgot. Oh, I think it was Speedy. And they're having the rollout show. But if you're not there at the J spot today, I think about they had a full house. I think it's 17 people there. No, I'm just, I'm just kidding. But we thank Poetess for staying with us because normally she's there. So, but she was probably on the canoe all day, so she's a little tired.
That
So,
dude.
she still got that light. Still got that light shining.
Wow, really?
Fact
Hey,
favorite.
I'm happy for you,
That
babe.
aura
I'm
is
really.
still glowing.
I saw. I didn't.
What'd you see, LD?
I saw a picture on Facebook, but all I saw was I didn't see. I saw water and something else. So
Canoe.
I didn't see the canoe. It was just water.
Oh.
So okay, all right. Well, maybe y'all were laying down in the canoe.
Don't take it no further.
Wow, really, LD?
Hey, man, it's nothing like water.
Water is good.
I can't. I remember one girl wanted to take a shower. Let's take a shower together. And I'm like,
You can't do that?
no,
Pour me in water.
because you get cold. The person in the back.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
that's
unless
true.
you got the double shower things, and you don't get that in an apartment.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to get a adapter.
Unless you got the nozzle with it just comes off and you can just
the handicap
that?
one. Yeah, the handicap one. So, but
With the different jets on it. Ooh, that's warm.
Ooh, that's too hard.
It is amazing what
Like
women
pulsating?
It's amazing what women can do with the shower.
I seen them.
Yeah, it's amazing.
They stick it right up there.
I have my shower is pretty strong with the what is that called?
The water
pressure.
flow.
Yeah, the water
Pressure.
pressure.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you use it too?
No.
He said he put it on pulsating.
Oh, I was going to tell you what I use it for. To clean my ears, because you're not
That's
supposed
too
to.
much.
You're not supposed
That's
to
too
use
much
a
water to be.
Why you not supposed to use? You're not supposed to go deep with a Q-tip. You can clean the canals with it.
Okay, so all right. Well, I didn't know I was going to get ear therapy here. Okay, listen.
So you're irrigating your ears with
I
the.
guess.
Peroxide is better though for your ears.
The what?
Peroxide.
He would know.
Yeah,
You know,
peroxide.
okay. I know you guys are watching, and you're like, "Wow, something's different here."
What's different?
John Lemon has
Huh.
decided his hair is gone.
Ta-da.
Well, he's doing the Gary Coleman stories.
Yeah, there you go.
Got it.
All grown up.
I mean, you know, it's not.
What you talking about, Willie?
It's time.
So he was your wake up call.
Yeah, and when I saw that, and then I looked in the mirror because I had somewhere to go, and I was getting ready to just like get my hair together, and I looked, and I was like, nah.
So when you looked in the mirror, you saw him saying, "Brother, it's your time too.
Exactly.
It's your time, brother."
And I just like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do it, man, because I'm not going looking like that.
Okay, so
because
you-
it got to the point on this side, it got like real bad.
Okay, so were you dressed at the time?
No, I was
Or you
getting
still
showered.
getting dressed?
Yeah.
It was before you got in the shower.
Yep.
So then you went and got the clippers.
Yep.
Did you hear dramatic music?
No. Hear dramatic music for.
Well, I'm thinking.
But it's not the first time I not shaved my head. So.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. So you've had.
I've done it before.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not touching mine because I know it's not growing back. So
but
I'm going there.
it's time though.
Hey, listen. Until I see that brother on CNN, that just tells me right now I'm not going to be watching CNN if he motivates me.
I mean, it's
to cut
like
my hair.
No, but it's like I just saw it, and the really got me is like when I just saw how far it was starting to really thin on that side.
Now, how did you do? What did you use? Clippers?
Yeah,
And did you have to use a razor
I got a straight edge razor after that,
after you did the clippers?
after the clippers.
Okay.
He's done
And
it
I nicked
before.
myself twice.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, I nicked myself twice.
Yeah, we didn't talk about that before the show.
No, I nicked myself twice though, so I was like, fuck, man.
And-
But it's it's a thug mark though.
Oh yeah, he's from Chicago, so he was grazed by a bullet. You know.
Exactly.
He's a
you know.
vice lord.
Yeah,
Look at him.
exactly. No, not vice lord. AGD.
Or whatever.
I apologize.
Whoa, got to get the
Don't
gang
get
affiliation
confused.
right.
Yeah, exactly. When
You
you
know.
go into Chicago, you gotta know it.
You gotta know.
They
gotta know.
They
Yeah.
got issues, man.
You can't
Chicago's right about that.
You can't go representing the wrong neighborhood.
Yeah.
Chicago's got issues. We need to address that. So, well, congratulations. You gonna keep it like that, or
It's like this, man.
so? How often are you gonna have to shave?
Like every day.
Every
Because
day.
I mean, just when you shower, you just shampoo it and just take the
And
razor off it.
you lotion it, or what do you put on it? I'm sure you use healthy lotion. I'm sure it's like gluten
Cocoa
free.
butter, player.
Is it cocoa
Oh,
butter?
cocoa butter for men.
No preservatives.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so-
all right, man. Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't want to shave it. You can't.
What knee hurts? What knee hurts?
What?
What knee hurts?
What did he say?
I said, what knee hurts?
Oh, okay. I thought he said Whitney hurts. I'm like,
I said Whitney was hurt.
dead,
No, I
but
said,
okay.
what knee hurts on you?
Oh, okay. Let's.
Sure.
Before the show, I came in and they always tease me because I have my muscle milk.
Man milk.
And yes, okay. So and I was talking about we're all getting older.
Yeah.
And I was saying there's certain things that I feel still look young on me. Like the back of my knee.
Who sees that?
Well, no one, but it looks young. My ankles look young, and it's interesting. My
What do
underarms.
old ankles look like?
I'm trying to figure it out.
Oh, when you see them, you say, "Oh my God, them ankles are old." You say certain things.
You
You
have
say
slave ankles?
You say ill. No, my ankles are good. I got strong ankles. You say ill. When,
Ill.
when a girl says ill, it's
I like yuck.
Yeah, yuck. Oh, yuck. That means they're walking out the door.
Yeah.
Ill is like they'll give you a shot. It's like, ill, I got just dim the lights. That's the best thing for
Hilarious.
people our age is the dimmer.
The dimmer.
Yeah, we never knew how in candles because when you can, because full light is like. Oh,
So how
Lord.
far from off do you dim up? Just a little speck of light.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's
Did you
interesting
see a
question.
silhouette and that's it? You good?
Interesting question. I never really looked at that because I'm a candle guy.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a candle guy. Like that's right. We've been through that.
But do you do position and angle the candles so you can just see the silhouette?
You don't wear socks?
Okay, we're going somewhere else where I don't want to go. So,
You felt uncomfortable?
yes, all of a sudden I'm like, these two guys are telling me about how to position my candles. It's like, okay, that's.
I just asked, did you wear socks? That's all. You said you got
Do
bad
you have
ankles.
a particular favorite scent you like for your candles?
Lavender.
Vanilla.
Well, vanilla is not mine. That's hers. She likes vanilla.
Excuse me.
So she likes
Code
vanilla.
3.
Yeah, code 3 likes vanilla.
Wow,
That's her.
fact Frida, you know the code.
Yeah, that's her thing. And so on the side, on her side, it's vanilla. So when she comes, she likes.
Oh, she has a
vanilla.
side.
Yeah, she has a side.
Oh.
Oh, you have to establish sides in the bedroom.
Now,
You
do,
have
you,
to establish.
do you sleep in that side when she's not there?
You roll over.
Do you preserve the
Smells the
cord?
pillow.
Yeah, do you keep a pillow there? Like,
It's interesting. Yeah, that's
cover it
interesting.
up?
You say that because I know her hair product. She uses a certain hair product.
What kind?
And on her pillow, yeah, I can smell it.
Yeah.
What kind of what's the product that you smell? You
Ghetto.
familiar?
No, I'm just kidding. I love her, but it's ghetto. It's
By Johnson and Johnson.
she's into that. I mean, she does some little weird thing with it.
The waves,
with her.
the waves,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's real, but she does some little.
She teases it.
Yeah, she uses a toothbrush or something. It's really weird.
Is it baby hair?
Oh no, we're at
said
age with
no.
no baby hair. You know,
Now she
but
got the little gel going on that she keeps it tight.
yeah,
you
that's
know,
interesting.
The crinkles and all that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, she don't want you to see her in her.
I like short hair.
Yeah.
I like a woman with short hair.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, but that's sometimes you reach a certain age, you're like, I'm not gonna nitpick.
Gotcha.
But so I actually she had gotten these pillows that are supposed to be cool all the time.
Are they working?
No, and I didn't want to tell her that. She asked me, "How do you like the pillows?" Oh, they're great. Can't stand
Can
them.
you get mypillow.com?
Oh my
She's
God.
watching on TV.
Yeah.
And and I'm like, she's like, they're made in America. I was like, no, these things are made in China because they
Hilarious.
did not make the border. But no, you certain things you just roll with. But because I'm a pillow guy,
You are a pillow guy.
and,
Are they comfortable then? Or do
Sometimes they are.
flatten?
Sometimes
Do
they
they
are.
flatten? Or you got to ball them up and twist them and all that.
no, you can't twist them and ball them up. They're tough. That was the thing because I like twist. But the other couple that I have that I've taken from hotels.
So they don't fit to your exact contour.
That's what
Lay
happens.
down?
That's what happens when you fall for someone. It's just certain things you just say, "Hey, this she gave it to me. I like him. I'm just going to work out one
Okay.
day. They'll be cool one day. I'm sure. I'm sure they're probably cool when I'm not laying on them. But we have a caller.
For what?
I know already. It's just like early, so they must have to go to bed. They must be on the East Coast.
Hilarious.
Caller.
What's up, man? It's John from Arkansas.
Hey, John.
Arkansas.
Hey, hey, TDP, you went to Crenshaw High, right?
Yes, sir.
Hey, was you on that 85 team that won it? It was a national championship, man.
Say it again.
Was you on that 85 basketball team in Crenshaw?
Yeah, won everything. Never lost a game in high school.
Yeah,
so yeah.
y'all went overseas and won too, didn't you?
Yes, sir. Went to Denmark.
Oh yeah, that was a good team, bro. Y'all kicked our ass that year, man.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. We supposed to.
Okay.
All right, then. Hey, that was a good ass team. That's one of the best teams in California,
Who
bro.
else was on the team that was notable?
Oh, we had Steve Thompson. We had Paul Weekly. We had Big Red, Big John.
Hey, man, that was a
Big
good
John
ass
Williams?
team, bro.
Yeah, well, he was gone, but that's just
Okay.
the legends
Okay.
of.
Did you see my ring?
What was that, a JV ring?
Come on, John. That's not fair.
John.
That's a double
All right,
Dutch
man,
championship.
Y'all be safe, brother.
All right, respect, John. That was funny.
Arkansas.
JV.
That was funny. Was that a JV ring? That was funny. Yeah, so that's why I said, John. Thanks for calling, John. Appreciate it.
Arkansas.
John sounded like a man.
Razorbacks. Well, it's a man show.
Yeah, he sounded like evidently we have a new phone line where men can actually call now. Huh? 'Cause-
The women been blocking it.
yeah, all day long.
You don't
It's
get
like-
in there, pal.
Yeah, so yeah, respecting you, John. So TDP, let's follow up with that. That you played at Crenshaw High, which was a legendary. What was the coach?
Coach Willie West, Coach Joe Weekly, and Marcus Duckett.
And what position did you play?
I played the 1 and the 2, sometime the 3 if they needed me.
Position player.
I mean, I'm a triple threat.
And that's the year y'all won it all?
We win it all every year I play, so I don't know, but that was a special squad.
And Jeff, you're a baller. You play guard. What position did you play?
I played the point and the 2 guard.
Cool.
Allegedly.
And I played the end of the bench. And
Well, you're a football player.
yeah, football player.
That's different.
But I did play basketball, and I was the guy that they said we need some fouls.
You went and fouled him, huh?
Oh yeah, hacked. Oh yeah, and it was funny because high school coach called me a football player. Football player, get in there.
Oh wow, that's disrespectful.
Didn't even know your name.
I mean,
Football
like,
player.
wow, you know. So
I didn't call you dancer. Going in, coach. Excuse me, guys. I'm about to kick my leg.
Gregory Hines, get in there.
Hilarious.
So
Just tackle
Rest in
somebody.
power.
I have to say this.
What you gotta say, LD?
Our freshman team had a game this Thursday against Buckley, which is our little rivalry, and we only had 5 players, and the 3 of our players were the weakest players that we have, and 2 were good. So okay, these callers keep interrupting my stories. Okay, caller, hello.
Yo.
Okay, that's yo, and then there's comma. Help us out. What comes after yo? Then go ahead.
Lewis, what you had to eat in the last month, brother? You look like you lost 100 pounds.
No,
It's gravy, son. It's gravy, son.
I'm 170 right now. I used to be like at first when I first got here, my playing weight was 225, and then I got down to 200 when I got married and had kids, and so I averaged about 195.
Okay.
And now your crack weight is 170.
and then I lost like 20 pounds, and then now I'm back in the weight room. So I'm not as fat, but I am at a healthy weight. So to answer your question, but I know it wasn't 100 pounds. And what's your name?
It's X.
Yeah.
Oh, it's X.
My beef isn't with you today. It's with John Lemon.
What's up?
First of all, we don't have beefs here with men as men. You just got a point. That's cool. It's not a beef, X. We know you're an alcoholic and you're getting better.
Really, LD.
So go ahead, X. What's your thing with John?
But what I'm trying to tell you is John Lemon, man. You shaved your head off and you threw on a new tracksuit. What's going on with you, man? It's a midlife crisis. What's going on?
Not at all, player. Not at all. My life is together.
Did he not see what's on that suit?
Yeah.
It's Arizona basketball, homie.
Yes, sir.
His nephew played at Arizona.
You look like every Hall of Fame trophy that came out in the last 10 years.
And I played like one too. And I got the game to back it up too.
Oh,
player.
flame.
Okay, X, that was funny.
I thought that was Bobby Valentino.
I thought that was the kid playing Bobby Brown in the biopic that walked in. So,
Hey, we doing the show here.
yeah, really. So wait, don't interrupt real because X is on the phone. X, I'm sorry, a celebrity just walked in.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
Nah, it's on you. I was just talking about that Tommy Hilfiger tracksuit he got on.
Hilarious.
This is
Wow.
real. This is real, player.
Hey, X, before we go any further, how are you and the family?
We're actually gravy, son.
Good. Now, you 4th of July is coming up. You barbecuing? What's the deal?
Let me tell you something, man. My uncle used to say the 4th of July. I thought he was tripping when he said it, but I'm the older I get, I feel like he used to mistake that on purpose, man. He used to miss. How you say that? He used to just. He was all off when he said that.
Okay, whatever. Okay. I
think you're right, LD.
It's hard to follow Hennessy conversation, but no. But the wife is good though, X.
Yeah, everything is good, man. I heard you out there doing your thing, man. I see you the second highest rated show on Morris Media.
So what's we're the second. Who are we behind?
I'm not sure. We got to check the stats on that. But we need to make the news show.
I know that Mad Marv show is terrible.
Yeah, really. That Mad Marv show sucks. It puts me right to sleep.
Oh, wow.
Hey, so X, thank you so much, man. Much respect. Have a safe 4th of July, okay?
Same to you, brother.
All right, bro.
That's
Peace.
the big homie.
Hey, so shout out. I miss X. I'm glad he called.
Yeah.
Thanks for that call, X.
Double Apollo legend.
He always makes us laugh. I got to give him that. He's a funny young man. I mean, he's
It's
a
an
funny young man.
original
Yeah,
Arizona suit.
Yeah.
I think he took care of the suit. He got you.
Oh, that's a nice.
That is.
jacket.
Oh, I didn't know you had pants with it too.
Yes, sir. It's a warm up.
Okay. I didn't know. Let me feel it.
Oh, wow, really?
Okay. Well, when I was
Now?
when I was back on the East Coast, they used to always they would feel it before they complimented you because you had pleather or leather.
Well, we know out here. We know what it is. We don't have to.
That's athletic.
Feel it.
Yeah, I love gear. I love gear. We're at what show is this?
This is In a Man's World.
I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
323-293-3375. It's really cool that we've jumped off with 2 calls already within the
early,
first hour. I guess that's what happens when you start on time. So
That helps.
what else is that? Oh, I was talking about
Your JVs, your
freshman squad. We played Buckley, and we only had 5 players, and 3 of them weren't good. But
Buckley.
They hung in there, and they had this big old boy who was knocking us down. We were winning by like 10, and then they came back in the third quarter, and then they took the lead, and we were down by 4, and they were just banging us and being mean to us and knocking us down, and the parents were tripping. But the head coach of the freshmen calmed our boys down, and we didn't react. And their varsity coach was actually coaching. And he's kind of crazy with quotes. Yeah, I like him. He's a really good coach, but he's into it. And our boys battled back, and we ended up beating them by 10 with only 5 players. And them boys were sucking air. They were looking. Yeah. It's nothing worse than being on the floor dying and looking to the bench, and there's nobody to come in.
It's all you, baby.
It's like, put your hands on it. I don't care how much Vita water or whatever water they gave them kids.
So you got some players now.
Yeah, I mean, they showed some fortitude. I mean, that's what athletics is about. Right. They felt proud. We have a JV tournament this weekend in Oxnard, so we'll see how that goes. We have a really good JV team. The freshman coach from last year is now the head JV coach, Steve Moore, who's really talented, and I kind of assist both. And we have Coach Pearson, who's another coach who coaches 7th and assists freshmen in JV. He's actually a model.
Oh, wow.
He's doing an Adidas campaign, so if you see him on a billboard, light-skinned dude with tats. Really proud of him. He's worked hard, and so he's getting his entertainment stuff together.
Nice.
Maybe you guys can have him on Mad Marv Lounge.
Yeah, we can do that.
I'm just joking. His career is going well now.
Wow.
I'm really happy for Mad Marv. He's got his family going, and he has a daughter? Yep. And how old is the daughter now?
I believe 9 or 10.
That's the way to be his friend. Okay. Does that say beak or break? I'm just kidding. I have both contacts in. I can see it.
Hysterical.
Listen, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
We're at Morris Media, and you are listening to The Man Show. We're going to take a quick break. That sandwich should be made by now. He should have his lemonade or whatever he drinks. For some reason, I'm feeling milk. Water. I'm lactose intolerant, but I'm feeling some milk.
Get some almond milk.
No, I drink regular lactose intolerant. That I forgot the name of it, but I can't handle it.
Almond milk is better.
No, water is much better because it'll flush it all out.
I've been drinking water all day, and when we come back, we're going to talk about. I've been doing. A lot of you have your kids in camp, and past 3 weeks I've been coaching at these camps up at H-Dub, and this last week we had the Collins twins camp. It was a lot of fun, but I'm going to talk about what you parents are not doing with your kids.
Okay,
we'll be back. What's up, Ma? Have step. Jeff was like, this was stepping music. Was that what?
Back in the day, man.
I can't do that.
No.
Ooh, man, had the towel on this type of night on a Friday growing up in South Side Chicago.
I get my cha-cha on, but that stepping, I love it.
Yeah, really?
Do it.
Man.
Yeah, I know. My code 3 likes stepping. She can step.
Oh,
she can dance. She got a little groove with her. She keeps trying to get me to dance.
You got to dance, LD.
I was like, girl, I save mine for when you vertical.
Oh,
vertical. I dance on the vertical, baby.
You don't want no 3-pump chump. You got to get out there and dance and sweat. You got to show it. You got to show a move.
Every now and then, I do a little groove. I mean, I'm not a dance. I got to just feel it.
Do the Philly shuffle.
If I have like a drink or something, I'm not a Philly shuffle. I get a little loose when I have, if I have a little drink.
I like when you're off them French connections. You do get a little.
Oh man, I got to give you that. Yeah, TDP turned me on to. Everybody's got their drink of choice. What's yours?
I don't drink anymore, but it was Crown Royal 7-Up.
Oh, that was before he was healthy. Now it's what is coconut oil. You don't drink at all?
Not anymore, no.
Okay, I don't drink. I'm not a big drinker. 2 beers, I'm good.
Yeah.
But when I hang with TDP, he comes over with that French connection.
Yeah.
Woo, smooth drink.
He's like, what is this? Just drink it, boy.
Yeah.
What is a French connection?
That's Cavassier and Grand Marnier. Yeah. That's a real French connection. The hoods be trying to do Hennessy and that ain't no French connection. Man. That's a goddamn LA or some connection. But
yeah.
French connection, Cavassier and Grand Marnier.
M.I.A.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're back. Hi, I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And you're listening to what's the show?
In a Man's World.
The Man's World.
He should be on his dessert by now.
Oh, wow.
You should have made the sandwich by now. And you probably should have taken the plate back to the kitchen, washed it, because it should be served on a plate.
Okay.
Don't bring no paper plate.
And put up down.
And
But you said aluminum foil was cool.
yeah, aluminum
But
foil.
not a plastic
No,
bag.
that's aluminum
never.
foil when you're going out the door.
Never a plastic bag.
Yeah, but never, plastic. So
Yeah.
and you should be bringing him some dessert and and his drink, his French connection.
Now, should she bake a cake or a pie or
She should.
should it
It's
be
holidays.
store-bought?
It's coming around the 4th of July. No, she's got to be able to. I mean, come on, make.
She's got to bake, but it's hot.
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
Everybody don't have central air in the kitchen.
I don't either. She probably going if she's going through a change. She hot or cold anyway. It don't matter.
Hot flashes, huh?
Yeah,
You can make some Jello shots though.
Yeah, there you go.
Wait a minute, is Jello still good for you? Is Jello good?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jello's real good for you.
Oh, it is.
Wow.
No, really.
Yeah.
I wouldn't think that was on the good list.
No, it's good for you.
We grew up with Jello.
Man,
Man,
It goes right through you.
Oh my God, we grew up with. And remember, your mom used to put the fruit cocktail in it. Oh man.
Oh,
trying to dig them grapes out from way over there.
Man, and then you get
One more
and
grape.
If you didn't get there in time, all you got was the Jello.
that's it, yeah.
Oh my God,
Got
man.
a fruit piece in there.
Man, you knew your mama loved you when you went
Yes,
there,
sir.
and then it would take forever to get cold, and you would just keep looking.
Always check it.
Yeah, it's just like if you keep open the refrigerator, it won't
It'll never
get
get
cold.
cold.
Just leave it. Go outside. That was.
That's when you had the 2-piece refrigerator, the top and the bottom.
Yes,
You
sir.
never hear that. I'm
you
sure
gotta
kids
defrost
don't
it.
hear.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Remember we had to defrost the freezer?
Right. Yeah.
Had to shave all that goddamn
Yeah.
Arctic ice out of there.
Yeah, we
Clean the freezer.
I said, don't eat that. That's radiation ice. It tastes good to me.
I know. But that's something I'm sure kids don't hear now. Because when our parents got go outside,
yeah.
that was the final straw. Go take your butt outside.
Yep.
It was like you wanted to hear "take your butt outside" as opposed to "go upstairs." Go upstairs is like punishment.
And on days like this, I remember my dad early in the morning, 6 o'clock. Get up, get out. Do something. Get up, get out. Don't stay in the house. Get up, get out.
A man, a few words, but you understood him.
Yeah, get up, get out.
It was outcast before outcast.
But we appreciated that though.
Yeah.
appreciate that.
I mean, everything was with love, and it was sincere, and our parents, they weren't. A lot of them weren't as educated as the parents nowadays, but their punctuation was very clear.
Oh, you understood.
There were always periods, exclamation, comma. You understood the sentence that came your way. Now, I mean, as I was saying,
It wasn't the correct English, but you could still understand it.
yeah, and it came from a place of love and caring and wanting you to be better. And now it's all about showcasing your kid, even if he's not good enough. I remember when we were raising our kids, my ex used to have a lot of books that I had to read. And one book I laughed. It was called Perfect Parenting. I was like, okay.
You had to read that?
No, I'm curious like that anyway. So I would always, because I would do it for comedy. So
Okay,
I would just read it and
gotcha.
try to find the comedy in it. But it had some good points about how you're not supposed to overly praise your kids. Like if a kid is drawing something and it's really not that good, you're supposed to find something good about it. Oh, that's a strong red line. I like the red. Your one line is straight.
Distinguish something.
Yeah, as opposed to,
oh,
that's great. You're like, come on, man. And so we did that. She was really good at that. She was really good at giving me things to turn into a Philly way to do it.
Okay.
To make it more positive. Because I truly believe, and I think we all are better parents once we go through it. Because we don't have a book, we don't have a manual. It's just you just you use a lot of stuff that you got when you were growing up, and a lot of that doesn't work. But
Right,
now,
right.
after coaching and being a parent, I've learned that adults are so. You influence kids so much with your words. You can make them feel great, or you can make them feel, and they never forget it when you make them feel bad or when you make them feel good. And I think it's upon the adult to really take the time to find the right words, because it's not the kid. Every kid has a good heart.
Every kid.
Well, there's some kids that are evil. Some kids are evil. Yeah. Some kids are Damien.
Pure demons.
But the majority of the kids are good. It's just their influence, that they take from the people who are supposed to be influence them in a better way.
Okay.
But that's why if a kid does something wrong, they'll well up right away, because they basically have a good heart.
Do you scold them?
I think you have to
hot water?
initially. Okay, you pop a kid if they do something where it could hurt them. Like if a kid plays with matches or fire or tries to run out in the street when they're young, you might pop them just so they know I can't do that, because you have to, it saves
On the
their
line.
life. Right. Yeah, so you got to. But when it comes to them doing something, because that part of that brain that's not developed,
You said that.
we have to realize that you listen to them, and then because they're not going to make sense, they're going to have their own sense, but they actually it's always a little bit of truth that comes out of kids. It's always a little bit. If you listen to them, you'll see that, okay, that part is true. But then you have to get rid of the BS, and that's from the parents. Now, in this camp all week, the first thing I'm going to say, that you parents, and this is those who it applies to, you know what you do well and what you don't. First, you got to teach your kids how to tie their shoes. Okay.
What age we talking?
We're talking at least third grade, fourth grade, fifth grade, sixth grade.
Why not earlier than that?
Well, no, I'm saying these are kids. These are the kids I noticed whose shoes just kept coming untied.
Okay.
And I had to finally. You get so frustrated, you just tie it.
Okay. Because they don't know how.
Make that knot, yeah.
But how can you have a cell phone, an iPhone 6, and not know how to tie your shoe?
And work it and know all the apps.
That's just amazing to me. I put that on the parents.
Okay.
That you are so preoccupied of everything else.
They got to work.
No, teach your kid, because they don't want to embarrass their kid. They don't want their kid to struggle. They don't want the kid. But you know what? Your kid needs to learn how to tie their shoes. It is so, or just give them the handicap shoes or something.
Now, what age did Lou? He's able to tie his shoe.
Lou was an athlete, and my daughter. I mean, I'm sure it was.
Yeah.
I don't know, 2 or 3, 4, when they were supposed to know how.
Yeah, I mean, Julius learned like when he was like 2.
Right.
Because we sat there and we practiced.
So when you come out the baby shoes and you get into your regular shoes, that's the lesson.
Right.
He had the Timbs, he had his Jordans on, and his mom kept trying to, because she was the lazy one, she would give him the one with the strap. And I'm like, no. No, that's the lazy.
That's the bocce ball shoes.
Yeah, they put the little strap to the little hoop and just pull it over.
Velcro, I love it.
Yeah,
right.
Like,
yeah, there was an era when it was big Velcro era, and the kids wouldn't even tie the shoes; they just put the shoestrings there and then cover them. But those are.
But now you know why a lot of these kids don't tie these shoes now, because they don't know how. Because when I go running around my neighborhood, I see a lot of kids in summer school to this day.
Right.
And they walking on the back of their heels.
Mm-hmm.
And they have the big jumbo shoestrings, and and the inseams are like just not tied.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And you look down at them, and it's like, okay, it's a reason why y'all not tying y'all shoe.
But one is because it's just a lazy. Society's just reached a lazy point. But your parents I know it's work. You got things to do, but you got to teach your kids some basics. Because that prevents them from getting teased. It was a lot of kids who thought they were really good. This was a basketball camp, and the parents think. And you're supposed to think the best of your kid, but there's a reality check. My son's really good. He plays up. He's an elite player. And then you watch him take a shot. You're like, no, he's not.
Right.
He's really bad.
Disillusioned.
Yes.
Do y'all tell him that?
No, because it goes back to the words. You take them and say, look, let's get better at this. And you work with them. You say, all right, this is how you shoot. We're going to do a shooting drill.
Right.
Then you realize certain kids just don't have it, and you don't harp on it. You just say, hey, you find something good. Hey, good defense, way to run back, good hustle.
Mm-hmm.
See, they wouldn't have made it when we was growing up.
No, they would have jumped off the bridge, and I don't.
Shot is that you suck.
It's like you hear things like
the fuck you doing?
Right,
rebound.
Chew the fuck out.
Now that's back in the day. Now you hear it's my ball.
Oh wow,
he won't give me my ball. No, it's everybody's ball. You got to go get the rebound.
Yeah.
Okay, they're not going to, and I would take balls from kids. Say, give me that ball. Why? Because you're not doing anything with it. Give it to him. Okay, because you're not doing anything. You're just walking around holding the ball. And then they'll cry, and the parents. One kid today, he was a gunner, and he would take advantage of all the little kids. He'd go by them. So I put one big kid on him, the whole camp. I was like, you guard him wherever he goes. Shut him down. Mm-hmm. He's sitting up there crying to his dad. I'm like, hey, come on down. Whatever his name is. Come on down. I said, listen, everybody, you play well. Sometimes you don't. And the dad was co-signing him being upset that it was somebody else's fault, that he wasn't good.
But wait a minute. So he left the court and went and sat in the stands?
Yes, this was like today was like the last day. So what happens at the last hour, we invited all the parents to come watch the kids play on the big court. And then different age groups played. And this kid was just bawling and crying out of control. And I kind of like could see the dad mouthing that it was somebody else's fault.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this kid is not going to make varsity. He's not going to be able to play. And then one parent, and I give it to you, the mom was fine on this one. Sometimes,
really?
Yeah, she was thick. She came in with overalls, and like the top. You could tell she was showcasing Because we have one of the coaches is really handsome, as I was saying, Pearson.
My son is going to play regardless.
So when I check, I check. I'm the guy that
Mr.
checks.
Dix.
I'm the guy that checks the kids in, right?
Oh, wow.
And whenever I can't, Pearson does.
Okay.
And I notice the parents don't, the women, they don't stay long talking to me. But when he's checking them in, they stay there forever.
Conversation.
Oh my God!
You nigger.
The coaches look over and like, Pearson's still talking to her, and they be leaning back,
You
smiling.
jealous?
Going to Cleveland.
Yeah, I'm like, me, I get a thank you, coach, and they go, you're a really nice coach. But Pearson, one woman, we like, she about to lay out on the table. She was just talking, giving a conversation. I'm like, where's the cigarette? And I was like, man, it's just foul,
You're jealous.
Yeah.
I want that.
Yeah, something.
Is he black or white?
He's half black, half white.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a model. He's really,
He's
just
a model.
Yeah, to a point where I'll show you a picture of him where you're like,
Oh, you got a picture of him.
hilarious.
Oh, wow, really?
He's on my screensaver.
No. The reason I have a picture with him because his
You
billboard.
are hilarious, TDP. Oh, my God.
That's funny. I heard that. That hit me, and that was a rib shot.
No, that's a man law. We said no dudes can send another dude a picture of himself, like the dude
He sent you a picture? of
No,
himself?
No,
Yes.
we did that in a past show.
He has a campaign on the billboards now for Adidas where he's like dropping some sneaks. The guys where they're running or jumping. That's his campaign.
Oh, okay.
So he sent me like, hey, check it out. My campaign's in New York. It's on this big billboard. So that's why I'm an artist and he's an artist. So I'm like, I got to get a commercial now. He just got this. So that's good competition. So it's not he's all man. There's none of that stuff going on.
Allegedly.
Hilarious. But
Can he ball, though?
oh yeah, he can ball. He played at Taft, and he went to college, played Division I. He can shoot. He can't play defense, but he can shoot. And most good looking.
None of
guys
the
can't
good
play
ones
defense.
can.
Yeah, but he's a good shooter, and he's a good coach. He's really good. He's
Who wants
really
to play
good.
defense?
And I respect him because he's grinding. He's putting his work in. So, and that's that. So you parents got to really, and I mean every parent that came in there was like
The basics.
This one kid, dad said, and the dad was rude. And I have a thing about whenever the kids come in, you must say good morning to me. You just don't walk past the
Right.
table.
That's a basic.
You're black.
I don't care. I'm like, and I stop them in front of their parents. Like, hey, excuse me, you're going to say good morning to me. It
Ooh.
doesn't cost anything. But I have to give it, by the end of the week, they get it.
Okay.
They start saying good morning, coach, and they say goodbye. And because I say thank you a lot. Whenever they do anything, hey, thank you. And you can actually start getting them to do that. It's
Right.
just, you can push that. You can push goodness or you can push badness.
That's true.
So by the end of the week, the kids get it. The parents are still who they are.
Right.
And so this one kid's dad was really arrogant, and he just comes point, my kid has a lunch, right? And just points. And I just can't take it when you just like try to dictate, and he's like, my son's good, he should play up, he shouldn't play down. He plays AAU. Okay.
What does that mean?
So we have this other coach
And he's a freshman.
no, this kid that says his son plays like 6 years old, 7 years old, whatever. So, but we have this other coach who's a thug from Compton.
Why got to be a third from
Oh,
college?
he's hard. Because, you hard when his son is really good, but he stays on him. One time in the game, this little tournament we were playing, his son was messing up really bad. And the son started crying. Dad's like, you better not be crying. You better not be crying. I actually saw the kid try to bring the tear back up in his eye.
Oh.
He was so scared. He was like, this tear coming back. This tear is not going to drop. And I was like, man, it was amazing that this kid made the tear come back up his eye. He was so scared of his
Now,
dad.
is his son good?
His son's going to be really good. His son, he wants his son to go to the league. If his son can, if he doesn't burn him out, and the son's like, I hate basketball, but he's a top A student,
Yeah.
So the dad's doing all the right things, and he's a little too much right now. I put it this way: his son really wants to go fishing. Whenever a kid's like too much, he needs a break.
Okay.
He needs to go on a canoe.
Camping or something.
Yeah, he needs a canoe ride. So maybe we'll ask
POTUS.
POTUS to take him out on the.
She let me smoke the weed and everything.
Yeah, I'm so relaxed now. It's funny, T.
I play bud. Oh, my God.
She got some nice buoys.
They're really in love, Dad. It's cool. It's cool.
Hysterical.
Now, have you guys kissed in public?
Really, LD?
Yeah.
This is her private life.
I don't care. It's on a canoe. It's on,
I saw
if
it
it's
on
on
TMZ.
Facebook. Hey, you saw it on TMZ.
Yes, we have.
You have
Oh, what?
What? Whoa. You guys hold hands in public?
Yes, we do.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, man. That's
You make him walk behind you?
hilarious. Has he given you have you jumped on his back? He's giving you a ride because he's an
No.
outdoorsman?
You give him a monkey bite
Not
yet?
yet. What about you, Louis Torres? Do you and
Code
Code 3
3
hold hands?
Well,
in public?
I'm that kind of gentleman. If I'm escorting you to the car or whatever, I'm holding your hand, and I'm so I'm going to let people know that we're not going to be out, and I'm going to establish that you're with me. I'm going to seat you down. I'm going to make sure you're okay. I'm going to.
Yo, babe, with that suck over there.
Come here, girl. Let me holler at you.
So I'm
Fucking with a dancer?
So you do PDA,
No, not a lot. It's just like
What's PDA? I'm not familiar with that term.
public displays of affection.
They talking codes.
So no, I'm like if we're walking to the car, I open the door for you, or I'll go get the car, bring
That's
it back to
chivalry.
you.
Chivalry's
does
not
that.
that.
Yeah. So
now, when you walking down the sidewalk, it's true gentlemen. Which side do you walk on?
Oh, come on, man. You walk on the outside.
Okay.
I walk on the inside.
See?
Hilarious.
Well, I want to get hit by a car.
Hey, so let her get shot. She's gonna take that bullet first. See? But you walk on the. I learned that in.
I don't want to get splashed.
I
Is
learned that-
chivalry dead?
No.
No, it's just not informed
It's
anymore.
just the individual.
It's just
Should it be a man or a father's job to teach their son that?
if he's in the home, yes, or an adult male, teach him how to tie a tie.
By listening to
how
the
have
show,
a
we will
handkerchief.
teach you
Yes,
that.
and that's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Can
I say that to that point? Because I was going to IHOP, this young lady. So coming out the
IHOP?
parking structure, yeah, it's breakfast. So
okay.
coming out the parking structure, it was two other ladies that was coming around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So I just, lightly jogged to the door to open the door for all the ladies.
Right.
But she was like, "Dang, you trying to beat us in it?" I was like, "No, I was opening the door for everyone."
See, something.
So some women ain't ready for that.
Yeah.
Some women are not ready for that.
Because you can
I had
tell
that
when you
experience.
walk, when I date a woman, it's like I go to the side, open her door.
Right.
But they don't. Some of them don't wait. Some of them just like open the door right away.
Yeah, because they're not trying to get caught by the real man. They're like, I don't know what's going on. No,
They got tinted windows. They got to lay back.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just like
Hilarious.
I think you could, of course, it might be awkward at first, but you can establish by being consistent. That's important. If they'll start waiting.
Now, do you wait
Do I wait for what?
when you open her door and she gets in and you close her door? Do you walk around the back and do you wait?
To see if she's
And
gonna
that was
open.
Bronx Tales. Yeah.
There you go.
But the doors are automatic now.
No. If you
No.
I don't give a fuck. You're supposed to reach over and give some type of effort.
Yeah, and pull the handle and open
Right.
the door.
Yeah, at least let us know you want us to get in the car with you.
Right.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just
If she doesn't do that, I learned that from the Bronx Tale. If they don't do that, I don't fuck with them.
After that, I'm like, because I do that slow walk behind the car, and he's just like, look, and if they just sitting there, and I'm like, okay, cool. All right, I know where this is going.
Right.
And I know how to treat it from this point on.
But what's so cold? They don't even reach over for the window, but they got your goddamn rear view, your visor down, looking all in the mirror.
Oh, no,
Exactly.
they see everything. Women see what they want to see. They see everything.
Yeah.
They see everything. They see everything. It's just, and that's just a natural thing, because once you have an OBGYN and you got your legs up and somebody's talking to you, you see everything. You're aware of everything.
And as your girl, is she into the selfies?
No, we're older. We're not into
Okay.
that. We're not into that.
She has an email.
Yeah, I'm sure at work. She's because of her job, she can't really be on social media.
Right.
Okay.
right.
So because of her job, which I like.
That's a good thing, yeah.
And then we're of age. When you're of age, certain things you if you do it for work, like I'm on Facebook and stuff because I'm in
Or
entertainment.
troll.
Right.
Yeah, I'm getting into that. I
You're a
guess
troll.
I'm becoming a troll because I actually will like, oh wow, I try to, I'm interested. I'm not that interested to where I
Comment.
yeah. But I did comment about the BET Awards.
Let's talk about that.
And we're going to talk about that after the next hour. We're going to talk about that, the BET Awards, because we'll talk about that. I got.
So let me ask you this, because go back to the kids. Now, do you agree with the woman in Baton Rouge?
Louisiana.
What happened?
She disciplined her 3 young boys
For B&A.
for breaking into the neighbor's next door house.
Yeah.
As she should have.
B&E.
What happened?
And then
Tell
her
us the
kids got
story.
taken away from her. She has 6 kids.
6
She's 30.
kids.
She's 30 years old, and she disciplined her 3 boys who are 10, 11, and 12. She got the RC. She got an extension cord,
Yeah.
and she whooped their ass basically.
Old school.
And somebody called Child Protective Services on them, and they came and they removed all 6 kids.
She was,
Now
probably
she
trying
lo-
to, she was probably trying to get rid of them kids, but no. I'm just kidding.
But then she lost her job over it and all that. But on social media, I was reading, and it was like, see, this is what the social media brings about today, the PC.
Right,
because
right.
now you can't do that. But old school,
Politically correct.
the neighbor, and even the neighbor stood up for her and said, I would have done the same thing had those been my kids.
Right.
So wait a minute. The kids broke in All 6 of them?
No, three of them. Three
I
sons.
thought it was like this Mob Parker. Google that, young people. It's
It's a shame you can't even discipline your kids.
Yeah, and that's when we was
But
growing
with an
up.
extension cord, maybe a belt.
No, extension cord. You need that. What I'm saying is, if they out here gunning you down with goddamn lead, what is the extension cord to keep you from going through that situation?
Well, I'm gonna go back to my thing. Was there a man in the house?
No.
So, I mean, that just plays a part. I know not in all situations. I know Kevin Durant's mom was great.
Oh wow!
They did it.
Why the
She got a
parentheses?
lifetime.
Yeah, why the air quotes?
Well,
Yeah.
because I don't want to get into that. I just think a male is important. It's just as important as a female. And
Of course.
And then when a boy becomes of age, and kids and girls, they just need that punctuation. It's like dads. I have this new phrase called reading the fine print, where today's society, we're not reading the fine print. We just try to gloss over stuff. And nowadays we have to read the fine print so we can get an understanding of what the reality is. And the reality is in fine print that the male's important. The female's going to nurture him, but the male's like, period, exclamation point. This is what I said. I'm not going to get into this emotionally with you. And you need both sides.
Right.
You just do. Because something was going on way before those kids broke into that house.
Yeah.
You just don't pop up and break it in.
In Louisiana.
You just don't do that. It's just other things you want
Saw
to,
that
other things you
PlayStation.
want to try, other things you want to try in life before you get to breaking and entering. You might want to, catch a squirrel or something, something different.
Squirrel hunting
Maybe.
in
They did that already.
Right,
In Louisiana, man.
Right.
No.
So
Come
it's
on,
just
Lou. Not in this day and age.
that what?
11, 12, 13, that's the age of mischief, really.
Okay, I'm okay with that, but I'm saying when they were 6, 7, and 8.
Boys gonna do what they do.
Dude, yeah.
Okay, boys.
Plus, she's 30.
Right.
She has 6 kids.
Yep.
So at what age did she start having kids,
I'm
and
with
at
you.
what frequency? Because somewhere, somebody's going to be neglected in the situation.
That's my point.
And it was all 3 of them.
That's my point. That and I'm sure our parents had us when we were young. My mom had my sister when she was like 16 or 15. Mm-hmm. But there was an extended family, grandmother,
We don't have
aunts,
that now.
uncles, my dad, his side of the family. So we had more checkpoints.
community.
So I totally agree with you, POTUS,
Bigger compound.
that those kids didn't have enough checkpoints. And they said, I want attention. I'm going to get my attention. I'm going to get mine. Kids and humans want to be noticed, want to know that I'm viable here. I'm real.
Right.
Treat me like something. I'm not animals are getting treated better than kids.
That's true.
People will pay more attention to their pets than they got things where pets could have good breath to brush their teeth.
They have hotels.
Yeah.
Yes.
They
Yes.
have hotels.
A lady walks. She walks her dog every day, and she has an umbrella over her dog's head.
Yeah.
For the heat?
Yes.
That's all you see now is people
I'm like,
walking
how
in goddamn.
ridiculous is that?
And her kid is walking in the sun dying.
Yeah, and I'm just like, how fucking
In the
ridiculous
car.
is that?
You
the
saw
windows
that?
rolled up.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're just this whole,
But I did see a turnaround though this year though
Okay, what?
at the NBA draft.
What'd you see?
What'd you
I
see?
saw a lot of fathers there.
Oh, I didn't watch it. Oh,
I
good.
saw a lot of fathers there.
Good.
Yeah, because who was the father, the player that just gave it up to his dad, and they both start crying? And who was that?
Oh, that was
That was J.R. Smith.
No, that was J.R. Smith. But
Okay.
and that was great. That was an emotional moment. And his dad started tearing up. But what was funny, I heard
You don't like black girls.
that
No, that's Kyrie Irving.
that's Kyrie Irving. But that next, I heard that even in Vegas, he was running around.
And shirt off. I don't want a championship. What the fuck you want from
Yeah,
me?
he was
And at
crying.
the parade, I ain't got no shirt on.
Pour my heart out. Goddamn for the party.
Yeah.
Goddamn right.
And congratulations to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Congratulations
I
to
mean,
the whole city.
LeBron
The
James
land.
just stopped a lot of hating.
He's up for
Why
free
do they
agency
hate on LeBron? I like LeBron.
I
because he's a
know.
winner.
Yeah, because
winner.
he's
LeBron is 6'8".
He just seems like a friendly guy.
He's 6'8", 250.
Personality.
married his high school sweetheart.
Never
Thank
been in
you.
trouble.
You know,
Doesn't have that controversy.
They mad because they said he called himself King James out of high school.
Yeah.
same thing like
What's
Muhammad
wrong with
Ali.
that?
It's just
Because
people,
if Europeans don't give you your get down, it's a
Right.
problem.
break it down, T. Break it down.
It's a problem.
If they don't crown him the king, then it's like, well, you
I
just
crown myself. I don't
I don't
need
need your
you.
approval. I know I'm
beat
good.
it.
And you saw what happens when he left that Europeans team. Said I'm out. That man wrote some stuff. He was angry and hurt, but yet that man knew he wanted to make enough money. So he said, "Please." When LeBron came back,
yes. I'll give you everything.
That's just the
because when LeBron was first at Cleveland. The thing that I love about him is that he gave all his boys jobs.
Man.
And sent them to college, I heard, so they can get their stuff.
Fired all them suckers. Get up out of here. I'm getting my boys running.
Yeah, he told
and
Dan
that was a
Gilbert,
problem.
He told Dan Gilbert, no, these are my homies' parking space. This is where my crew is sitting at.
Right.
So you give them jobs here.
Right.
And the key, because Will Smith did the same thing.
Yeah.
He brought his crew out from Philly, and they all got educated, and he gave them positions to where they could lead themselves and their families. Hey, 323-293-3375. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
Give us a call. We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come back and talk about, I heard someone say the EBT Awards, which was funny. The BET Awards.
Eat better today.
We'll be back. Morris Media.
Searching.
Hey, we're back.
Another classic step.
Yes.
Stepper right there. Yes, sir.
The back of your shirt wasn't sweating. You wasn't doing no stepping.
Was it a silk shirt?
They don't dance no
Silk
more.
shirt.
Silk
All
shirt,
day
leather
long.
shirt. I don't care what shirt it is. You got to sweat.
All day long.
Interest. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
323-293-3375. You're listening to
In a Man's World.
Okay, X. Somebody just told me what you said.
Yeah, you got spies out here.
A dollar Slim Jim.
What did you say? I said what?
Lewis looks like a dollar Slim Jim.
And what's funny is I'm feeling really good about, I've been lifting, got back in the gym.
A dollar store Slim Jim.
And after I get out the shower, I look at myself, I'm like, all right, that's not bad. It's not bad. I'm okay. It's coming. It's like I can give myself like 7 more pounds.
7?
But yeah, because I check my weight where I'm supposed to be.
Okay.
And the thing with your weight and your height and all that and your age. And it says I'm at the
the basic chart?
Yes,
but
I'm
you're
at the
a brother. We don't.
So you got to add like 10 more pounds. For some reason people think, something
What's
wrong
your
with
height?
us. I'm 5'11", 3/4, but I'm 6 feet.
3/4, 75 cents. 3/4. Where does that come in?
So,
and you have to wait for your height and you feel good?
I feel I want about 10 more pounds because I do feel like somebody can hit me. You're at the point where you feel like, all right, I'm somebody
Like
can
a bantamweight?
Yeah, somebody can punch me because they feel like I'm not thick enough. So you just like,
Oh, that hurts.
yeah, right. So I want like 10 more pounds. But X, you got to stop being so funny. I appreciate it, but that's funny. So Jeff is gonna keep us. John Lemon is gonna keep us abreast of what you people are saying.
John Lemon,
crazy people are saying in the chat room. I can't access it. I don't know why. I've always tried to do that.
Someone sent that to me, so
I
send me
can't.
another
I don't
one.
know how you
I went
do
to the
that.
proper channels.
But shout out to you people who are in the, because that means you're listening. And
well, not really. They're doing their own thing.
Yeah, well, it's 10 after 10 or 10:08, something like that, on the West Coast, and that means it's 10, 11, 12, 1:08.
You got to use your fingers.
Hey, man, I'm like that. I'm public school, man. I use my fingers. I'm sorry. I'm a finger guy. I'm
Okay.
like, I'm a finger guy. That didn't come out right.
Hey, well,
every
same
teacher's
thing
own.
she said.
I like the fingers.
Oh.
You got to take that ring off now.
I talked about my show in Philly.
No.
I had the show in Philly.
Oh, no, we haven't know.
It went great. Shout out.
Your daughter came out on her boyfriend, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and he was the only white person and at the show. I got him good though. I won.
Did your
welcome.
homeboys come?
Yeah, but Fat Paul, Peanut. No, Fat Paul didn't come, but Peanut, Boogie, Fred, Junebug, they came. A family I've known for over 45 years. Mr. Walt and Miss Paula came.
Miss Paula.
Yeah, they've been married for 45 years. And
Nice.
They came. Exetta Harris came down from New York,
Wow.
and it was so funny.
Robin
'cause Harris's wife.
Yeah. Rest in
She
power.
said, I clowned her because I was like, hey, you get in okay? She said, yeah. She said, it was a combination, the place where it was performed was a combination of the Pied Piper, the Page Four, Toby Spears, all in one.
All rolled in one. Wow.
It was
Name of the game.
Yeah, it was church people, and they had, it was an eclectic show.
Eclectic,
We had
okay.
3 comics, and I hosted. And
Okay.
shout out to my boy Trotter, who I played football with in high school.
Trotter.
He does a lot of clean comedy shows. And first person they had was a blind poet.
Oh,
How was that?
Hey,
I didn't see it.
See no evil, hear no evil. There you go. She was horrible, but
Wow, really?
But you kind of felt for her because she was blind, and then the person who walked her up left, and left her up there.
You knew it was gonna be bad.
So she couldn't find the mic stand to put the mic away, so she just thought she was putting it and dropped it.
did you clown?
So,
Damn.
oh yeah, I clowned her.
No,
her.
you did
Oh
not.
yes, I did.
Have to.
Oh my God.
Oh yes, I
Louis.
did. I was like, hey guys, I said, where's the blind poet? I said, she's still here. They said, over there. I said, well, I ain't worried about it. She
Isn't
can't
that
see me.
a Blind Poet Society? What was it? Was that a movie?
Dead Poet Society.
Dead Poet
Really?
Blind
so
Poet
evil.
Society.
Hey, Blind Poet Society, get out of here!
Hey, can't you guys
It's
just...
better to be blind and dead, I would say.
Oh, yeah, okay. Well,
Yeah, not
just
really.
just take it a little lower there.
Unless
Just
you're a poet.
cut 'em. Just like- so, then after her, it was these three couples that were dancing. They were dancers. They slow dragged.
Oh.
And they did
they
little
old?
dips.
On stage?
Yeah, it was horrible. I mean,
were they
spinning
What was
around.
this, a talent show?
Yeah, was they
no,
like
it's just part.
Inkwells?
I heard they actually have a TV show, local TV show in Philly where they dance. So I clowned them too. I'm like, who wants to sit and watch old people slow drag and you're not even getting a grind? So it was, and then
Some people like stuff like that.
yeah, they would, and then one guy looked like he thought I was a Slim Jim. He was slimmer than me, and
Impossible.
he dipped this big woman, and she almost fell because she struggled, and the whole audience caught it. You know,
waiting
black
for
people
it.
catch everything.
Right.
Yeah, they was waiting for that moment.
So that was hilarious. And then Desi, this girl who's a DJ on 103.9 Philly, she was really nice. She hosted.
Desi.
Yeah, I think that's her name. And then the first comic went up. And then she introduced me, and then I clowned people.
Were you the headliner?
Yeah, I was more or less the host, but I kept
okay.
through it. They did have a headliner who
You
was
switched. He was like, let me host
Grady
this.
Grady Ricks or something like that. He was really funny. He was funny. He did a piece on on crack cocaine about how he was using the voice about how because it was a church crowd. He was talking about if Pharaoh, whoever, free my Moses.
Yeah, Pharaoh.
He said if Moses had crack, he could have sold it to Pharaoh, and that would have got his people free. It's like Moses, what is this? It's called crack, sir. Try it. And okay, I'll try it. I need. How do I light? You need fire. And he said he took instead of the stick, he used a lighter came. He said, okay, try it. He said, this crack is really good. And then he says, yes. And he said, can I have more? He said, well, the first one is free. Second one's going to cost you. And he said, well, how much? Let my people go. It was really
Will you
funny.
take these 10 Commandments for a blast?
It was really funny. I had to give it to him. He was very funny.
Now, was it original? Had you heard it before?
No, I hadn't heard that. Okay. I was really impressed with them, and then the first comic was like most comics, just weak. Didn't really have an act.
Wow.
And he did a bit at the end about his uncle, and he was yelling, and you know how he built it up and just didn't have a good punchline. It was, and I got him. I was like, man, listen, you can't be having us go all the way up there and your punchline's weak. Plus your clothes didn't fit. I wore them out.
Wow.
And he tried to get up.
Welcome home.
I was like, man, hey, listen, don't get upset, because I had roasted my daughter before that by bringing a little white boyfriend.
How did you roast the blind girl? Did I miss that?
Yeah, you missed that. In between puffs, you missed that. I was on the first puff.
Really,
No.
Speedy? I mean, Speedy.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Say no to drugs, kids.
Hey-oh.
That bitch in there, fuck it up.
Hey, I've been here since
You know
8
what?
o'clock this
Hold
morning.
up.
Tired.
Harriet Tubman.
It's funny that Poetess will allow you can clown her.
I'm not clowning.
No, but you do it in such a funny way where she just receives it.
Aw.
And it's really funny how she loves when you clown her. I noticed she's like, oh, that was good. But anybody else, nah, you ain't earned that. You ain't earned that. You ain't earned that. That was,
For Jazzy?
oh no! Oh please, he'll be
from
cut
his
off.
shit, man.
You think his hair got nicks in it now? Say to
Be a band.
oh
from
my
here.
God!
man.
You ain't earned that, motherfucker.
You pop shots at me, Louis.
Yeah, every now and then, but they can't. It's
Snitch.
like
I could take a joke.
Yeah, but
But can you take some dick?
I could take that too.
Oh, wow. Made my kayak wiggle.
oh God, man, oh my God, TDP is just okay. Somebody put on Facebook a clip of us. It was Speedy's Comedy Corner on the Foxhole when the abused girls came that were being abused. And
That was legendary.
It was it set it up was these girls. It was domestic violence, and these girls were on talking about they were having this gala for the girls who were.
Right. It was around Christmas time.
Yeah, and they were dressing them up and making them feel good
For battered women.
For battered women.
Yes.
And so myself, Speedy, and Corey Holcomb and TDP, and somebody else was on the show. And it started with me saying, and I was being honest. I asked the girls, like, "Hey, you're young.
Pretty young. Have you ever been beat up?
Have you ever been beat up?" Right.
You were vicious on the Fox.
Hey man, listen.
That started
It was take no prisoners. I wasn't the only vicious one. Foxhole was just a vicious place.
Yeah,
It went hard.
You and Johnny Mac.
And so then, and yeah, Johnny Mac was on that show too, and then
He was on the show, but he was on the side, but then he got into
yeah, he got into it. And then they started. TDP said, "We were like."
Who wants some punch?
And then Corey Holcomb said, "They serving black eyed peas."
The black and blue carpet.
And they were
Is Chris Brown gonna be there?
Yeah, it was just, oh my God.
Some ribs.
Man, it was just,
How did the girls take it?
Oh, it was so funny. You had to go with it. You had to, it was
Roddy
so,
Mason that brought it down. Shout out to Roddy Mason forever because he brought it down. He was like, "Why y'all doing that to that girl?"
It was so inappropriat, but it was so.
She laughed though. She
had to laugh. She took a beating, but it was good.
Wow.
I'm sorry. But
somebody forgot to duck.
Right, yes. That's what somebody said. Yeah, somebody said, "What you ordering, duck or something?" It was like pound cake.
Seahawk, yeah.
Oh my God! So it just, it was just funny. It's definitely a serious subject, and we shouldn't be, men and women are abused now. But we're going to talk about, I'm 323-293-3375. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And you're listening to what show?
In a Man's World.
And we're here at Morris Media Studios, which Bo has been here since 8 o'clock.
Fact Frida.
Yes, and we've only been here for an hour, and so an hour and 15 minutes. That's why
That's about even.
we're excited, and she's still like, "Hey, let's hurry up."
No, this is actually, I look forward to doing you guys' show.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
wow, that's such
Guys are
enthusiastic.
funny.
Okay, what? As
Feel the
opposed
same way about Jazzy?
Somebody said Jeff cut his hair off, but he still ain't funny.
Oh, that's not true.
Why
I
they
didn't
be
mean to
going
type
in
that.
on you, Jeff?
He's the LeBron James of this group.
Well, not really.
He's very, no.
I heard you performed at Mad Marv's birthday party.
That I did.
Oh, how was it?
It was all right. It was a nice turnout
Yeah.
for
It's a-
Thursday night. For the BET experience, because I was expecting to go there and be like shit. But yeah, like over 100 people. It's
That's
a nice
nice.
turnout.
Now, speaking of BET, I actually watched it.
I didn't.
Now, I
What happened?
normally would not watch it unless I was working it, but I watched it. And Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar, the opening
I missed that.
was on fire.
Yeah.
I
Literally.
wow.
I like Kendrick Lamar. I
dope.
can actually understand him.
He's dope.
Beyonce, I've been in love with her since since she was of age, since she turned 18.
Gee.
Real. She's a
Who's
beautiful.
that guy in the bush?
I've got to meet her a couple times, and she's beautiful in person.
She's luxurious.
She's very talented.
Yes, she is.
She puts her work in. So
Be
people.
careful, the Beehive is listening.
Well, I'm going
I
to talk
know,
about
right?
who's the Beehive.
What? You don't know about the Bee? Boy,
No, who is that?
you gonna get out of here.
Who's the Beehive?
That's
You gonna help me get some
Beyonce's
lemonade,
fan
you
club, boy. It's the
Oh, okay.
Beehive. They'll
Okay.
come hard.
I'm scared of them. Okay.
See, now you marked me.
They'll
at
run
that.
you off social media.
Yeah.
Oh, will they?
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
They'll
'cause
hack it to your
I'm not,
Facebook
I'm not
page.
on that much, so there you go. They'll have little work. But no, I've always enjoyed her. I think she's so talented. So that I like that. Anthony Anderson and Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes.
I think they're very talented. I just never believed Tracy Ellis Ross.
Why not?
She's always performing.
She's an actress.
I know, and that's what I get from her. I don't get authenticity from her.
Authenticity.
Yeah, she's very talented. Don't get me wrong. I think she's
She
very
comes
talented.
off humble to me.
Yeah, she's a sweet
That's
girl.
probably where I'm missing it. I just, I'm just missing it.
Because she's Diana Ross's daughter.
No,
Does
I
that
love
have
that.
anything
No,
to
I
do
love
with
Diana
it?
Ross. I'm actually contemplating going to see Diana Ross
At the bowl,
At the
right?
bowl,
Hollywood Bowl?
Yes,
Yeah.
I've always been a fan.
Yeah, that seems like that'd be a good concert.
I mean, please, I've loved Diana Ross from the
Lady
you
Sing the
wanted to be
Blues.
her?
She wore my dress in mahogany.
Lewis, how did you find me? Lewis. Oh yeah, Lady Sings the Blues is one of my favorite flicks. I've seen it I'm not too much of a
Numerous
fan of
times.
Mahogany,
No?
but because I was Lady Sings the Blues just got me.
That was, yeah.
That was the one
because
right
the
there.
guy's name was Lewis Billy D. Williams.
Oh, wow.
you
Louis
know.
Kincaid.
Yeah, and,
Louis Kincaid.
I just, you know,
my hand.
Are you just going to let it fall off?
you know, what's wrong? You don't like gardenias?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You don't like
You better
gardenias?
go and go to sleep.
You know what I'm saying? How you like your eggs, Lewis? You know, oh man, it was.
Yeah.
Lewis, how did you find me? Doc, you know it's illegal, Doc. She can't do it. I don't care. It's illegal. She's my patient, you know.
Man, you
so.
messing with Louis Kincaid.
Yeah, that's right. I know. Yeah, Richard Pryor of it. I don't he can do everything. You want to be one of them? You a star, Billy. You don't need that. You a star.
Right.
Just go get me some. Just go do whatever you gotta do. I got connections. It was just a great.
Now, whose story that was supposed to be? Who?
Billie Holiday.
Yeah,
Billie Holiday.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
Billie Holiday.
Yeah.
So that's so I okay, the opening about the Hamilton thing, they did the thing with
The play?
Yeah, they mocked that. I thought that was, because Anthony Hamilton came out and, what'd you think?
Throughout the show, for the skits and all that, the writing sucked this year.
Yeah, it was bad.
It
was
bad.
it
What
wasn't
are you going to do?
Yeah, they I thought the Little Rappers, I don't understand.
The Little
them
Rappers.
Oh, what was
at all.
that? Panda?
Who was the guy who he has a song? He won a couple awards. What's his name?
your story.
Who's the rapper named Poetess? He's new.
Designer?
No, another one.
Is that the
before
one that
him.
sings Panda?
Future?
No, not Future. Another younger one with a hat.
Bryson Tyler?
Yeah, him.
Bryson Tyler.
Yeah, he won a couple awards. And who was the guy that kept going on stage with him? Someone said it was his brother.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't say.
What did you think of the Prince tributes? Whose phone is dinging?
Hers.
No, it's not mine.
That was
Shut mine off.
Jennifer Hudson. She killed Purple Rain. She tore it up.
Okay, the first one with Stevie and the
Tori
girl who looked
Kelly.
like a young Madonna.
Tori Kelly.
Is she
Tori
black?
Kelly.
She's white.
Okay, she was
European.
She was horrible.
Oh, wow. You didn't like her?
I didn't get her at all.
Oh, with Stevie Wonder?
Yeah, I didn't get how you
I
can
didn't
be
think
mad.
she was horrible, but I felt like the people that they chose to do the tribute should have had more of a connection with Prince.
Right.
Okay, first of all, my thing was I wrote this on Facebook. BET next year needs to get a choreographer for the male singers so they can learn to do male moves. Because they were so soft. I
Okay.
mean, Bilal, who's from Philly, is that his name?
Wow.
He was doing Prince.
Yeah, I understand that, but
Right.
you got to know how to grind on the ground. He did not know how to grind.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
A certain way?
yeah, there's a certain way a man grinds.
You gotta
and-
gyrate.
Yeah, that's the word I'm
Should have
looking
watched
for.
Purple Rain.
He
Shoulda
did
watched
not
it.
know how to do it, and it was just awkward watching him try to grind on the
He
floor.
got the most, some of the highest praise.
Well,
on
that's
it.
because
But
women.
Bilal can
That's
sing,
because
though.
that's because women. But that's because women watched it and did it. But as a man, he did not. Like when Prince grind, you're like, all right.
Yeah, he had
all
a
right.
perfect gyration.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That guy
Oh
did
my
not.
God,
That guy
yeah.
did not have it.
His pants was too tight.
Yeah.
Right, and he did not know how to. I mean, he just looked like it was awkward for me to watch. Maxwell,
Oh, incredible.
great smooth, but he needs more masculine moves. They just did not do any moves that men do. Everything was so soft.
Well, that's how they are today.
And
Just gave up on the jazz.
That's how they are, man.
That's how it is, man.
This is how it is.
look, it's okay. The girl Janelle.
Monet, yeah.
Oh my
More
gosh.
energy than the male.
Oh my, that's what I'm saying. She
put in
had
work.
the Janelle girl.
Mm-hmm.
She had energy, and it was a combination of she was more masculine than the men in a
I
sexy
think
way.
Sheila E. did the best.
Oh well, come on, by far.
Yeah.
I mean, Sheila E. I
She
mean, I know
knows 'em.
Sheila E. She was hurting later on. She was sore. When she slid and hit that floor, I heard the knee crack. Oh Lord! But she had embodied him. Everything that they had gone through, she put out. She worked it.
Yeah.
But and then Jerome came out, and where was Morris Day? I thought.
See, that's what we should have saw.
Right.
The time.
The band.
Right.
Jesse Johnson.
Right.
Terry Lewis, Jimmy Jam. They should,
Yeah, the girls that played his guitar.
Brown Mark.
Wendy and Lisa.
Wendy
Why
and Lisa.
Jimmy Jam? Well, I mean, what's that all about?
It was, it's always something behind the scenes with BT. It's always something. It's
or
always
with them, their
Yeah.
relationship with Prince.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Personally.
But they're supposed to be getting the original band back together and going on tour.
They should have had the Revolution there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that whole thing,
The heavyset woman that used to sing, all of that.
Yeah, that
Marshall Wall.
But,
Yeah.
but
Marshall
Sheila
Wall.
E. brought it home. And you knew she was after she commented on Madonna. You knew she was going to bring it.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, I was like, who's helping him off stage? That's the only thing I always wondered about Stevie.
Wow,
His
really?
handlers.
Yeah, I was like, where is he? Did he fall? Oh, there he is. So
There he is. Wow.
that's just the little things I look for I thought the little rappers, I didn't understand them. Beyonce's little girls, her group,
Right.
sounded just like her. They were cute little girls.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
The one guy who was with Snoop Dogg, they said, on the Chronic album, he performed.
Yeah, they had, I think, some kids from the internet on there.
Yeah, but it was one guy that was really jamming. He was partying. I forgot the song he sang. But they said he was on the
What did
Chronic.
you
He did
think-
like 7 songs on the Chronic album.
Dr. Dre's album.
Right.
I forgot who. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good. I enjoyed
What
it.
did you think of Alicia Keys?
Did not feel that. Did not feel that.
She should have sang the song in its original form because it's a new song. So people weren't familiar. It started too slow. Like, you messing it up.
and I
then I
underst-
heard I kicked over the
Well, she
keyboard.
at the end she slammed the mic down and then she just flipped over
because
the
she knew it wasn't a good
It's
performance.
like-
She knew she was all over the place. She was trying to. I mean,
yeah, I didn't get that.
I mean, you're she
an artist.
wanted us to know that she could play all the instruments
Right.
and all that. That's cool. It was a great setup. It was great the way she set it up. But to me,
because I like her new single.
It just came off awkward.
Yeah, but she.
And the shot with her from the back wasn't flattering.
No.
She just does not, and she can't dance. She tried to do a little gyration. She can't dance. I mean, she
Probably
just
the white part in her.
well,
really?
yeah, okay, whatever. But
Homewrecker part in there.
and then it's hard for her.
The homewrecker part.
I want to dance, Mom. I want to dance.
Everybody talks about that though.
That's the first time I've ever heard someone say, I can't dance.
She said that before.
Oh, really?
When we were talking about you being a dancer, she said she couldn't dance.
That's hilarious. Okay.
You didn't remember that?
Oh, but
I do.
nice hat.
The dancer.
I remember at a young age. It's something you just never forget. I remember I was dancing with some of my homegirls. I had to be about like 7 or 8.
Oh, wow.
And they were like, "You can't dance. You're a hookie."
Oh, who?
See, that's what I'm saying about how powerful words are. You
I
remember
know.
that.
I'm like, "What the fuck is a hookie?"
Google it.
Yeah.
See, I think that's true. I think everyone has a situation in their life where they remember someone saying something. Like, do you?
I was called a hookie once.
Were you?
No.
Hilarious.
You and nobody bonding with your ass.
Hey, yeah, she was. Hey, she wanted that bad. Didn't she? She wanted you get on her train
I
bad.
got a dinner?
No, because I'd never heard a hookie.
I have not. This is
7
the
or
first
8
time
when
I've
you
ever heard.
couldn't
What is a
dance.
hookie?
Somebody that
Can't
can't
dance.
dance.
Okay, Nat, do you have a situation?
No, I was always a dancer.
No, I mean other than dancing, when someone called you something that
well,
It
everybody
stuck with you for
Yeah.
the rest of your life.
growing up, everybody fuck with my eyes, so cross-eyed, dead eye. So yeah, that shit. Yeah. So,
Did you get it corrected? Because I don't notice it.
no,
Ooh.
actually, I was born with low vision in my left eye.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
So
if you
you're
catch
the
it-
original left.
If you catch him in the right light, it's cockeyed. He's the original what?
He's in the
Left
group
eye.
BLT.
Speedy used to always fuck with me about that on the basketball court, though. That shit was funny, though. Like
With the
Jeff comes
Jeff
out-
had a good no-look pass.
Looking them off.
Mine was when my uncle one time said that, or my aunt, she said, "You're going to be a handsome black kid." I'm like, why I got to be black? It was just a thing that bothered me. I was like, so, and I think that's what made me eventually, get with a light-skinned girl, because you couldn't get with white girls.
you
wouldn't go with them.
So
Did
yeah,
you
lighten
want
it
a
up.
white girl?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't like
So
the way they
why-
smell.
You had the O.J. Simpson early.
No, I didn't like the way they smell like clam chowder.
Oh wow.
But you eat it though.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't.
Oh, you didn't want one in your life. Okay. You want a big bowl of
No, I
it.
used to say to me it was like I used to always say they didn't have seasoning.
Season it.
Yeah, it was weird. I just never. And you know what? Really, my uncle Jake, when I first
Jake?
my uncle Jake, when I first moved out here, he sat me down. He said, "All right, listen now."
In his lap?
You stick out my TV.
Yeah, he does. That's my cousin Jake. That's his son.
Okay.
But my uncle Jake said that because he was pro black. He's like, listen, you know, these white girls are gonna be coming after you. You know, you're a handsome boy. He said, but think about your history.
Into my way.
When you lay down with that white girl, you're gonna wake up giving her all of our information. You don't want to do that. You don't wanna give them that power. So you keep that power and you give it to a black woman.
Wow.
And that stuck with me. I was like, I don't want to wake up and give them that power.
Oh, we give him our Kool-Aid secrets.
So
Well, gonna kill me.
you know that stuck with me. And I think that was before Roots. So
Oh wow.
it stuck with me. And then you know, but then again, you find out you fall in love with who you fall in love with. Like my daughter, you know, she's
got a European.
She loves that little boy.
Does she?
I mean, yeah, she got her hand all on his neck and
Oh wow.
you know, and
control.
holds his hand.
Jacking him
and all
off.
that. Hey. And that was weird too because
She jacked him off in front of you.
no, that
Stop it!
My dad's
It's yogurt gonna come out of there.
no, they stayed in the same
Have a sock?
I got him a hotel room in the same hotel I was in, and you know, it was a few.
Rooms down.
Wait a minute, hold up. Did you creep out of your room with your glass and put it on their door and listen?
No.
Tell the truth.
No, the knuckleheads forgot toothpaste, so I had to bring him some toothpaste. And
Face out the
your
room.
kid is still your kid.
Yeah.
Dad, we didn't bring any toothpaste. Can you bring me something like Peyton? You
They
just gotta-
shared a room together.
Yes, it was painful.
Did he open the door with just his
Yeah, when
shirt
I
off
went to
and
get
his
toothpaste, they
shorts?
opened
And
the
how
door.
old is your daughter?
She's 22.
Oh, okay.
You know, so
Okay.
Premarital thing going on.
So-
Oh, that's what I was thinking.
yeah, so it's
Did he open the door with no shirt on?
no, he looks like Justin Bieber. He's a little weak boy. He ain't laying it on her like that.
How you
Well,
know?
how you know?
You jealous?
Wow.
If he don't look like he can lay it down, you know. I
You ain't
mean,
getting no good dick. Come out of there. Get your bag and come with me.
Come lay your ass down here on the
no,
floor.
hey, now don't go there. Don't go there. Ain't none of that. That's nasty. Yeah. So you know, but you have to. You know, like you just have to. Your kids, you never know what
Let
your
them
kids are
grow.
going to bring home.
Yeah.
You know, you just hope that they're happy and.
But you just sit her down and give her the speech that
Not a
Uncle
boy.
Jake
Oh,
gave
Yes,
you.
I did. I told her like
She
Peyton,
ignored you.
No, I told her when she was in high school. I said, "Listen, the little Jewish boy, because she like one little Jewish boy once. I said, Peyton, you can't sit at their ancestors' table. You're just gonna be practiced. That's not gonna roll." And then the little Mexican boy, I said, "You're not gonna sit at their table. You know, that's not gonna happen." And then I said, "Just meet me halfway." Dad, you're so racist. Yeah, Peyton, just meet me halfway. Make him be half black, half white. At least he'll respect one part of us. So and she did that. You know, but first couple boyfriends were mixed, and then she, you know, senior year she went all white. Now my son,
He like Baskin Robbins, all flavors, huh?
no, he's straight sisters.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Well,
Lou.
Lou's, yeah,
Lou
yeah.
don't mess with Lou's been
okay.
sisters from day one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, they all thick, but
Yeah.
Right though.
you know they all thick. I mean, a couple
You
of
get a
them.
meal though.
Yeah, a couple of them look like they ain't missed a meal, and the one at Morehouse that he had was really a cute little. You know, she kind of looks like the mom. They kind of give,
Yeah.
you know. I didn't. I love my mom, but I wasn't trying to find somebody that
That's
was like my
what
mom.
you
My mom was not a looker. So,
Hey, Joe Frazier.
hey man,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
sorry. No, I'm sure she's beautiful inside. I mean, you know,
The
but
outside. Whoa.
hey, I didn't have to worry about nobody saying, "Man, I want to get with your mom." I didn't have to worry about that. I did not have to worry about that. It was like, hey, your mom can cook.
Wow.
So, you know, my
Your
mom.
dad saw something. in it.
She was 15. Everybody fine at 15.
Oh wow.
She was cooking at an early age.
I'm just joking. My mom's
That's
beautiful.
funny though.
Huh?
That's funny, but okay. Everybody's fine at 15.
Oh my God.
I mean,
You met her at night, huh?
But no, I'm sorry, that's so wrong. My dad's listening too. Hey, Dad, shout out to you.
Mr. Dix.
I had a great time with him. He came down Father's Day. It was a great time.
Right.
Popping that red and white. He's still popping his collar.
My dad is so smooth. He is so
the red
smooth.
kicks on. He like, Jeff, take a selfie
Why you
of
didn't
me.
get cool points from your dad?
Why didn't I?
Yeah.
Because I probably was hanging with my ugly mom. No, I'm kidding.
wow.
That's
Really?
Oh, I'm sorry. All right, listen. Hey, man, these just jokes. I'm sorry. Listen.
Well, you look just like her. Hey, lady, your son over here.
No, Maury.
No, Maury. All right, look.
We're going to bypass the paperwork.
Straight
He's just going to take him out of here.
All right, look, my motto is this. Listen, if I can talk about everybody else, you can talk about, I love my mom. She's beautiful.
That's right.
But listen, man, nobody's off limits. This is a man's world. We tell the truth. I mean, not that part. It's not.
Tighten up your belts.
323-293-3375. I'm Louis Diggs.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And you're listening to what show is this?
We're in a man's world.
And we're at Morris Media, and she's been here since what time?
Studios. 8 a.m., 7 a.m., one of those.
8 a.m. And she has not had I guess this weekend she's going to be on Canoe.
Yeah.
I mean,
she's going to get some fireworks.
But,
y'all barbecuing?
Who?
You?
No. I mean, I'm not.
Are you celebrating the 4th?
We have a tournament Saturday and Sunday, and I'm sure Code 3 is going to, she... Memorial Day, she brought me over some food. And
Okay.
It was over.
It was all right.
We'll see what she does this,
Won't you
Her
grill
potato
or something?
salad we're going to work on.
Oh, her potato salad. Is it too much mustard or not enough?
No, I'm going to work with her. We're going to sit down.
Yeah,
and, she says she makes great lasagna, so I'm waiting for that.
You haven't had it yet?
No, I haven't had it. I crave lasagna, and the other day I went to the store and bought the little Marie calendars because they were on sale. If I see something on sale, I'm
Marie calendar.
How many cheeses?
I'm sorry, healthy Jeff.
No, I'm just asking.
It was
7 cheese.
It was organic cheese. Is that okay?
Yes.
No, it was regular cheese. It was like 3 cheeses and 3 meats, 1 meat.
Okay.
I don't know. That didn't sound.
It's your lasagna.
That didn't sound right. But it's satisfying. I made great tuna fish. I had some good tuna.
Tuna fish.
I make good tuna. She liked my tuna. I did cook for her. I made some tuna. I didn't cook, but I made her some tuna, and we sat up and watched some TV and got little trays
On the Ritz crackers?
No, white bread.
Just for the sake of argument, is regular tuna and tuna fish something two separate things, or you just call it tuna fish?
Yeah, I just call it tuna fish.
Okay, but there's no fish in it, right?
I don't know.
But the canned tuna,
the canned
eggs
tuna.
and
eggs,
mustard.
Tuna, a little bit of mustard,
Tuna
mayonnaise.
is fish.
Right, there you go. Thank you.
Pickle?
Did I just have a blonde moment?
Yeah, what are we doing? Sesame Street?
Pickle?
No pickles. A little relish, dab of relish, salt and pepper and Lowry salt. Simple, but it's good. And onions, chopped onions.
Chop onions.
Yeah, so that's me. It's funny how you grow older and you realize certain things your parents can't cook.
Mayonnaise or Miracle Whip?
Mayonnaise. I'm not a Miracle Whip thing.
Mayonnaise is not good for you. It's all fat.
Well, I like mayonnaise, so I'm sorry. So
Okay.
Kill me. I mean, no, don't kill me.
Well, too late.
Listen, so I enjoyed the BET Awards. I have to say, I didn't understand all of it, but
What did you think of Jesse's
Speech.
okay, yeah. Before I get to Jesse's speech, I
That's
did,
late.
and I don't. I Beyonce's mother.
Miss Knowles.
Miss Knowles.
Tina.
Okay,
Lady T.
Who was the guy escorting her, and where was Richard Lawson? No, okay, y'all scared of the Beehive. Y'all not saying anything.
No,
Okay.
who knows? Is he still acting in movies? Or?
I'm sure
probably
he is.
doing a
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
Okay,
So,
okay. I was wondering where it was.
Okay.
Her speech.
Or what could it have been? Her Beyonce's dad, both parents.
I didn't think that was her.
No, that wasn't
No,
her dad.
no. I'm not saying the guy, but in terms of accepting the award, how would it have? Is Tina not still speaking to Matthew Knowles?
Oh, I don't. She mentioned him. She thanked him. But the funny thing for me was she got up and said, "I want to thank Beyonce's husband. Who's the kid's name?
Jay-Z?
No, the kid.
Scott,
Blue?
Blue Ivy?
Blue Ivory and Jay." She said, "I want to
We're on a
thank."
first name basis.
No, but that was the same person. Her husband and Jay are the same people. She said, I thought that was hilarious for me. I'm like, she just thanked, but she was nervous. she designs clothes, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's done the earlier outfits. And
I kind of like said, oh, so maybe that's kind of like what Beyonce's gonna look when she get older. How old is she?
Who?
Miss Knowles.
She should be in her 60s.
She's in her 60s.
Because her things were out.
I mean, when we was in
She's
Detroit,
single.
when we did that movie with Richard, she showed us a picture when she was young, and they compared it to Beyonce. And
She
they
looked like her?
They look exactly like twin
So
sisters.
that's how Beyonce's gonna look when she gets older.
Twin sisters.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there you go. I thought, she explained that Beyonce had to get on a plane and so
Had a heart out.
yeah. So that was,
Stage one.
it was nice that her mom. I thought it was cool that her mom acknowledged the dad.
Yeah.
So that part was cool. Now back to the brother, Jesse.
Jesse Williams.
Everybody's going crazy, went just crazy when he. Now the speech was great. First thing, I remember there was a time in entertainment when you were told never to chew gum on camera,
Right.
and almost everyone I saw was chewing gum.
Yeah.
Nervous.
It just got on my nerves. It just irritated me. It's just so, it's not cool. His mother, who was white, did not look like she was feeling that speech. It was like, they never told me they talked about all this black stuff. Because she was just sitting there.
That's wrong.
Hey, man, I'm just telling you, I was watching the face. The dad was proud, but the mom's like, white power. The wife did not look like she was feeling it. I mean, and she...
That's the
she was
energy you
black.
read.
That's the energy I read.
Okay.
And wives are interesting because they know you. They know what you're about. They're with you intimately. They know what's real and what's not real. So I thought, and shout out to him because he was a substitute teacher in Philadelphia.
Right. And
So-
he was in Grey's Anatomy, and he was also in the Ciroc commercial campaign. He's the guy that's in there.
I mean, he spoke some truth.
Yeah.
And it was interesting was everything they was talking about with the branding was right in front of him. That's
Exactly.
what we saw all night.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Was these young rappers and the branding and them selling out, et cetera, and et cetera. That was very...
Yeah.
So he was smacking them.
Right, right.
I mean, he was smacking.
Well, he's smacking everybody.
He broke it
It's just not
down.
just him.
He was. It was. And then they say that Harry Belafonte's passing the torch to him. I thought it was a needed speech. And okay, this must be. This must be.
Jesse
Beehive
Williams
people.
calling him.
No, it's not him calling. Or someone that's
mom.
chewing gum. The Beehive or something. We just got a call. Well, I think it's a call. But what did you think about him, Jeff?
I thought it was a powerful speech. I mean, I thought he was just like he said what needed to be said. What a lot of older actors were thinking of today, the way Hollywood industry is today. I think he was blasting the way the industry is today.
Right.
I mean, because you're so quick to sell out for $1 now.
Yeah,
And you don't have to, and it's not necessarily. It's not this industry now is not talent driven.
And I think they're getting a little more than $1, but
It's social media driven.
Yeah.
It's like who's the hottest on Instagram and all of that, and that's where we could just we can make money off of you from that point.
well, this just went up, which means there's a call. I think that's going to be around for a while. This symbol right here. So we have a caller. Caller.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Aaron. Detroit.
Detroit Motors.
Aaron Gladman.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Aaron
up?
Gladman. First,
up, Aaron?
hello, and congratulations on the graduation. Didn't you have one? Your
Yes,
son?
sir. Yep, a couple of weeks ago. Last weekend was his open house.
Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
Graduated high school, right?
Yes, sir.
Cool. Now, where's he going to college?
Yeah, he's going to Schoolcraft College.
Oh, cool. All right. That's congratulations to you and the Queen.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Hey, and congratulations on that great performance in the Mickey Howard store, sir.
Ah, yes.
That ain't what I heard.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I tore it up. It's easy calling somebody a crackhead. J. Anthony Brown had a great thing about it. He's like, Lou Dix, you were just being yourself. You're an a-hole, so that's who you are. But I thank you. I had a lot of positive responses from that. The director and even the young lady that starred in it gave me a nice little tweet saying it was dope playing with LD. So you and the Queen watched it?
Yeah, well, we watched it 2 different times. We were pretty busy with The Graduate, but we both caught it. And she's like, "This is the guy you stay up and listen to?" I was like,
He's ugly.
she was pretty
I see that you a
impressed
fool.
by it.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, okay. The Queen approves of you.
I'm gonna be honest. I watched it the other day to where I could rewind it.
VHS?
You DVR'd it?
No, I can't DVDR, but if you on demand.
Oh, okay.
You can.
So I watched it. But back to Aaron before I go into myself. So, Aaron, what have you been doing?
How do you go in yourself?
Hey, he put it right between his legs.
With his fingers.
It won't reach.
That's just nasty. Aaron, what do you have plans for the holiday?
Not much, man. I'm gonna be working through it. This is family reunion season, and we've been t-shirting for days.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay.
I was as I was listening to this rollout show, and I read.
Hold on. You need to call them and talk.
No, what were you saying, Aaron?
I was saying I was listening to the people who will have the new show about business, and she said she did not want to see a business plan about t-shirts. And I was like, what? Because, we've been... I guess she was saying the T-shirts was not a lucrative business. I mean, we got T-shirts flying out of here like a bowel movement. It's like every day.
I paid my rent a couple of times.
Like a bowel movement.
Yes.
That's a strong... Ooh, that's a strong movement.
Well, I missed that, Aaron. I didn't hear her say that.
Oh.
Yeah.
But if it works for you, I mean, why not?
Yeah,
that's what I say.
And you're a good man. So that now, how's your queen?
Oh,
Is that what you do for your business? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Primarily, we got a couple of different ones, but that's primarily. I don't know what it is about the region I live in, but it's t-shirt for days. Your mantra.
I wore
and everything.
your Taco Supreme shirt the other day. I meant to take a picture in it for you next time I wear it.
Oh, please do. You would be a great advertising for us.
Oh, that's nice.
That was sweet.
I'll talk to you more about that.
Oh, wow.
So
he's married.
Wait, so Aaron, this is your firstborn out, or your second? No, this is your second one out, right?
This is number 4 of 5.
What are y'all, Catholic?
Man, we have 5 kids and 5 grandkids.
Right.
Wow.
The blended family, boy.
Oh, that's right. So, how many you have left in the house?
2. Just a graduate and one behind him.
Okay, now how old is the one behind him?
He's 14.
Now, what age did he learn to tie his shoe?
Between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so he was a kid genius.
Hey, Lou, let me ask you this. Have you ever heard of Rodney Hurd?
What does he do?
He's a basketball guy. He's played in the NBA briefly. Now he got these. He's a scout for the Bucks, and he got this. And it's like I walked in and put my son in his camp and met him, and I was like, wait a minute, who was that dude? He looked like Lou Dick.
I did see that on, and I couldn't pull it up because I don't have my reading glasses on. I can't see it, so I have to do that full size thing and then make it bigger. So I haven't done that. I did see that, but yeah, that's funny. I did see you say that. So how was the camp for him?
He learned a lot. He learned a lot about defense. He learned that he just can't shoot and talk. You got to actually play defense. And, that was worth the price of admission.
Yeah.
Now, did you get to see him play? Did you go with him?
Yeah, I got to see him. Yeah, I got to see him go through all his emotions about getting taken out of the game. This man is scoring on him, and not embarrassing some guy just because you made a shot. The ethic code of basketball.
Right.
Not just,
Now, Aaron, did you play?
Yeah, I played.
Oh, where'd you play? In high school?
Yeah, I played in high school, but then I quit because I got into a fist fight with the coach.
Oh, wow.
Wow. What grade were you in?
I was in like the 10th grade.
Oh, he must have been a punk ass coach. you thought you could
No,
beat him.
actually, I was the kind of player. I was the kind of player. All you had to do was tell me what to do. You don't have to grab me. And he grabbed me by my neck and threw me toward the bench. And I turned around. I was like, you ain't got to do that to me. And we just got into it.
So you were Latrell Sprewell before Latrell Sprewell.
Yeah.
He was like,
I can't wait to see your 30 for 30.
Choke him up.
TDP is just killing it. Now, did you tell your son that story?
Yeah, I did. I told him that that was a mistake on my part. I was a little hothead. And, you know, I say this, too. I didn't have my dad coming up, so I didn't have that little balance about, you know, respecting the coach authority and all that. I was just a little hothead. But now, you know, I really kind of overcompensate my kids because of what I did not have. So I'm like, you know, over dad.
No, it's cool. It's not. I mean, I used to feel that way too.
Yeah.
But we have to over dad now because there's so many under dads.
Did you ever embarrass Lou?
All day long.
I did. I got Julius at Fairfax School.
Yeah. No, I mean, because I remember Dr. Cosby used to say, tell me, what stories are they going to tell their college friends about their dad?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we all got stories about how my dad did this or my mom did this to straighten me out. And we have to, you know, give them stories because that's how it gets passed on. So you're doing the right thing.
For sure.
You did what you do what you have to do because there's so many people undermining what we do as dads.
Exactly right.
So,
case in point, they in my son's high school, they just formed this little gay club.
And there's not that many high schools in Detroit that's left open.
Oh man. Well, they closed a few, but there's still enough to be a viable district.
Okay, I didn't really mean to undermine with the gay club when we said that. I mean, I know you were going to go there with that.
He's a man.
Yeah, when we said that, you know, we have to, you know, okay, so.
I mean, but this is where we at today, though.
Well, you're a Christian. He's an active Christian, so, you know, he stands on his Bible.
Yeah, but this is where we at today. You have to accept them in high school now.
Yeah, probably you get to use any bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to accept that. Not at all.
Okay.
Well, you know,
exactly.
No, and I respect your thing. We're in Hollywood, so.
Oh yeah.
We gotta, you know, we gotta flow with the, you know, they only get 2 back rubs. Once they get 4, once they're able to rub your back 4 times, for some reason it slides way down, and you gotta arch your back and just
take it.
Yeah, take it like a man. You know, I only give 2 rubs and I'm out. I always got to find something to do. But hey, listen,
all right.
I enjoy talking to you as always, man. Much respect, Aaron. Keep it up.
Yes, sir. Have a happy holiday, guys.
Stay safe this weekend, man.
You too, man. Yeah, no firecrackers.
Hey, G.
All right, peace.
Apollo legend.
I like him. Yeah. And that's funny that I don't even know him. I mean, I know him through calling and Facebook, right. But I have a respect for him, and I like him.
Right. That's good.
You know, when I probably meet him, I probably won't like him. But, you know, I mean,
you always do that.
You know, no, I
like
something about
Brown
him.
said, you are an asshole in person.
He's a man in Detroit. He's doing this thing.
Yeah, I don't think I'm
with a blended family.
I think I'm consistent with who I am. I think if you know me, then you know I'm cool.
No.
Ooh, man. Yeah, there you go.
I think
you're all right with me, Lou.
Thank you. I think I'm getting better. You know, I mean, yeah.
Point.
You know, I mean, we are who we are. You know, I think I'm decent. I stand on certain things, and I'm learning to
balance
with. You know, I mean, but I found something out about myself this week that I am a good person. I was really good at the 3 weeks of this camp with these kids. I was really open-minded. I wasn't as stern as I used to be. I really went for the positive with these kids. You know, making them. I wanted to make them feel good. Because one kid, we have this, and I'm going to say it because he is Asian, and he's a senior, and he's the worst. He was the worst player on our varsity team. He shouldn't even been on the team, but they needed a body, and he was just horrible. And he's a smart kid. He's going to Wisconsin, but
Badgers.
He decided he thought it was a good idea. The kid wasn't paying attention. He threw a ball at him. Threw a ball at this little white kid, hit him in the leg. And white kid started crying. So then I'm like, then he's sitting on the side talking to the kid like, hey, I didn't really mean to hurt you. I'm sorry, you know, you'll be okay. Trying to clean it up.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, I'm just gonna call him John. I say, hey, John, that's not gonna go good, man. What were you thinking? You know. Well, he was trying to get. I said, hey, man. I said he's gonna tell his parents. Oh no, he won't. He's cool about it. He's cool about it. Okay. Sure enough,
told his parents.
I see the mother all in his face, like, oh Lord. And the other coach like, Coach Lou, you got to go over there and talk to Johnny. So I interject. Do you handle that group? And I was like, yeah. And then, well, it's unacceptable. And I was like, hey, I totally understand. You're right. I said, we're going to talk to the higher ups and let them know what. And then the kid John who hit the kid is trying to sit there and say, well, I was trying to get his attention. And then mother's like, he wasn't even not paying attention. He was trying to help the little girl because we had a little girl in the camp who was the only girl, little, real tiny little girl. So he was trying to make sure she was okay.
Right.
Then the mother said, but there was an incident the day before where he pushed him. I was like, I didn't know that. So this idiot was trying to explain to mother, well, he handled it okay when I talked to him. He was real mature about it. Mother like, no, you should have been mature and not put your hands on my baby. This is unacceptable. And this, and I'm talking to this kid after the mom left, and I told her, I spoke to the kid, and I told the mom, and next day they came, I said, listen, if you have any issues, I'll be your point person. Do you have a code word? What's your favorite fruit? He said strawberry. I said, so if something goes, just say strawberry, and I'll know that, something's not right. Because the kid didn't want he didn't want to be showcases that he was a punk.
So you and the little Asian dude got a code word.
Not the Asian.
Strawberry.
No, the kid wasn't Asian. I think the kid was Jewish, but
Cool Whip.
I thought you said the Asian boy threw the ball at the.
Yeah, the Asian coach threw the ball at the boy.
Oh.
So I'm
Asian coach.
Yeah, so
Coach, okay.
and he's entitled too, and he just, these entitled people think that they can, and they're ignorant. He was stupid. He was, he's 18. And then, after you work with him for a week, you realize he didn't have any common sense. Yeah, because you'll say something to him, and then he'll like, are we going to do that today? I just said we're going to do that. Are you not listening? So you just
He has
realize.
to retain information.
Yeah, but, he can take a test and score high. But
He hears, but he doesn't listen.
Right.
That part.
And so that's what made me realize that, I felt really proud of myself that, that I was able to be a better coach. And I learned that from Mark Weiss, who's at the Willows.
Head coach better watch out.
Yeah, the athletic director. He runs a camp called Iverby that's really great, and his kids have fun. And Raheem, another coach, taught me little tidbits about how if you're coaching a kid or you're running a camp and you're spending 5 minutes, 6 minutes talking to a kid to get him to do something, then you're not handling it right. Because that means, it's all about you. Because if it's about the kid, it's pretty short. If it's about you, then it's a long conversation.
Fuck them kids.
So I hear that. They need to learn how to tie their shoe. But I'm Louis
The
Davis.
basics.
Down over there, you can't dribble.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And you're listening to what's our show?
We're in a man's world.
Thank you.
In a man's world.
323-293-3375. We have about 7 minutes left.
In the whole show?
In the whole show, because I just saw the boss lady put a coat on, so I know she out.
That's not a coat. That's a
She's walking out
sweater.
the door.
It's a sweater. It was cold.
It's
Okay.
cold. You didn't see them headlights?
Beaming.
It's foggy in here.
4th of July.
What about it?
It's coming up.
What does it mean to you?
Fireworks,
coming up in Philly?
Fireworks.
Did you have illegal fireworks? Were you that guy?
Yeah, I wasn't really a firecracker
sparklers.
guy, and I didn't play with. I don't.
M80s in nobody's mailbox.
Right, none of that.
I think maybe I got burned one time. I don't like fire. I don't
Bottle
like fire.
rockets?
No, I
You didn't have bottle rocket fights?
No, we I like watching the stuff in the air and all that, but I'm not a hold it because I'm always when you firecracker you got to throw it.
Right.
I'm not. I'm always thinking.
But you hear the stuff they got out here now? You hear, man, they got the stuff that light up the sky and boom!
Well, I know one person who won't be handling firecrackers. The guy to play with the New York Giants.
Well, he got his money.
He won't be. He'll
I forgot his name. What was his name?
I forgot his name. Three Finger Joe.
John Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre Paul.
Jean Pierre Paul.
Jean-Pierre Paul. Yeah.
Listen, be careful out there.
Got his thumb blown off.
Yeah,
like 3 fingers. Yeah.
Dealing with the firecrackers and just be careful because so many illegal fireworks.
But you know what's going to happen. It happens every year. If
Somebody
you touch
gonna get shot in his
You hearing a
house.
siren? You hearing a siren? I thought that was in the headphones.
You okay?
That was
You know where you at, right?
Oh yeah, it's on Crenshaw Boulevard. I was like, all of a sudden I hear a siren, like that's new, but I mean,
You're not in Buena Park.
hey man, look, it's a siren. That's funny. Let me not go there. I feel good. Things are good. Things good with you, Jeff?
This is a rough week, but it's all right though.
All right. Well, at least you shaved your head, so that's a
all right.
start.
Yep.
T,
We're day to day. Yeah.
Day to day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's day-to-day operations.
Day to day operation.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Plant may shut down tomorrow. Send the workers home.
That's true. I want to thank everyone who took the time to watch the Love Under New Management, Mickey Howard story. It was the highest rated movie in original
TV1?
movie in TV1.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it was a good movie. Shout out to Mickey Howard. It was a good movie.
Yeah, shout out to Mickey Howard.
I appreciate Christine Swanson, the director, and Miss Paris, who starred in it. There was some good acting in that.
He's back.
Trying to. I am trying to. I got to get a commercial though.
Any roles come your way from that?
Dinner rolls.
I mean, I don't. You know, you just got to keep. Keep grinding. No. I might win a Image Award. I'm just kidding. Yeah,
Image Award. How stir.
Well, how do you feel about the new invitees to the Academy voting? It went from 270 to 633. So Vivica, Israel, Ice Cube, Anthony Anderson are voting this year.
You know, Vivica.
Do they have enough numbers to?
Well, Robin Boone Isaac said, the diversity went up. It went up great.
Okay.
So it's more color.
Well, if they vote for me, if I win an Oscar for Mickey Howard for Gary, I'll be really happy.
That's an Emmy.
Well,
but no, that's fair. But if you said there's no diversity, and then you did a nice project, and do you get a nod? Are they looking that hard, or is it going to be the same old status quo?
That's the question. So if, now that you have the diversity and it becomes a white academy again, who do you blame then?
I think a lot of
that part
entertainers. I think you get a point when you're happy to work. First of all,
yeah.
Like, man, I got the part, because there's so many people out there hustling. So first thing you get into, like Leslie Jones had a thing going where she was upset that no one would dress her for the premiere of Ghostbusters. And I think we get this thing of the illusion of inclusion where, she's a very talented lady, and if you reach a point where you're able to complain and worry about who's dressing you on the red carpet, life must be really good, as opposed to you.
But no, you still have
hiring an African American designer or some sister.
You still have to make note of that. It has to be said, because it's like I'm doing a major film,
right? And no one feels I'm attractive enough to wear their clothes.
Okay, but I'm sure. But see, that's my point. Who does she want? So she wanted everyone to run to her and say, "Hey, I'll dress you," as opposed to, like, for example, it's not me. We can always do that. But if I wanted someone to dress me, I would find a very talented African American designer.
Treat him like a cousin.
I would say, hey man, I look at their work. I would seek them out to give them a platform. I hear what you're saying,
but at the same time, she's doing a major studio film. Who says I got something for her? She's not a slim,
she's tall.
Zero.
Right.
But who's a designer out there who just will reach out and do that?
Why do we keep just like waiting for the white man or the white designer?
We didn't say the white designer.
Right, that's my point. It's like, why is it such a...
Go out and get a dress. Big fucking deal. Yeah. You're in your first major motion picture and you're already... I don't know the full story, so I don't know, but why do we keep...
She was overshadowed because the rest of them, especially Melissa McCarthy, top designers came and wanted them to wear her dresses.
Okay, that's fine. I get that. I get that part. But my point is, like Poet has said, you're going to make that an issue,
right? As
opposed to, okay, thank God, your work. There was an issue 2 years ago, 3 years ago, when you just wanted a gig,
right?
When you just wanted to work, now you're on Saturday Night Live, you're in TV commercials, and you're doing your thing, and now you can say, hey, I'm going to complain about that.
I want the perks. I'm not complaining. I just want the perks.
Yeah, but see, you are complaining.
That's where
you are complaining.
I feel I'm a diva now, so people should come to me.
And to me, it's like Will Smith's quote. It's not about how much money you make. The real you comes out. Even when you're rich or poor.
Right.
That's who you are, even if she was poor.
Now, I'm a diva. Now, I'm a celebrity now. Recognize me and treat me like a celebrity. I'm just as equal, where she's not on the same level as Melissa McCarthy, because this is her first full feature.
Right. And it's just like, stay in your lane.
Right.
Do your good work.
Rookie camp.
Yeah.
It's just like you carry the bags first.
Yeah,
I'm coming in the league. I want $100 million.
You don't have to make that. You don't have to make that an issue, because okay, they put how much makeup on you to make you look the way you look.
Really?
I'm just saying, these people just get so out of pocket and go left. just. Hey,
So you saying her makeup costs more so she can't get a dress?
No, it's just. I mean, come on. She was before Saturday Night Live and all that. I mean, people are looking at her now, and she's, whatever. She's gonna end up with a little white boy that's gonna marry her. And
you think so?
I mean,
you know what's funny? Because I saw her at the Comedy Store, and her manager is a little white boy.
right. I mean,
and he's like, and he is so awe of her, and she like worships her because she doesn't barely speaks to you now.
right.
It's like anything you have to say, you could talk to my manager right here. And she puts his arm and she's like, I just love this guy. And he just like grabbed her and said, this is the best client I have.
Right, because she's hot and she's making money, and that's fine, but you just keep it real.
Cash cow.
Yeah, keep it real.
Yeah.
I mean, you are who you are, so you just, that's what irritates me. It's like, and
that's what,
and I'm sure
and
if
the
I
stage
was,
manager got to deal with all that bullshit.
if I was making that kind of money, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't come down here and do the show. I'm sure I would. No, I'm just kidding. I'd be here. Because I'm that kind of grind. That's Philly. It's Robin Harris. So I'm always going to be a people's
people. You get to that
people.
level, I'm still going to the gas company and pay my bill.
No, I'm going to do it over the phone. I'm
going.
Send your handlers.
She has a major commercial out today.
Yes, I see that. Yes, that face jumps right out. You're like, oh Lord, it's like an alarm clock.
Really?
When she leans up, are you Jerry? I mean, she played, and that's the thing.
She's got billboards.
No,
as well.
that's the thing. If we said, hey, she's ugly, people would be on us. But that's the whole thing of the commercial. She plays ugly. That hey Jerry, you want me? That's the whole thing. You're selling.
Number,
yeah, you're selling that.
His reaction is like, oh,
right.
Yeah.
But if we do it, we're hating on her.
Right.
She's.
That's a good point.
She's not. You're not going unless she got money. She can take care of you. She's not Shirley Ralph.
Shirley Ralph, you gonna pull out a legend.
I know.
you didn't go to the prom.
I mean, come on. Same thing with Oprah.
Hey, watch your mouth.
That's right.
But over the years, though, Oprah done got, she fluctuated.
Yeah, it's. Jill Scott. Congratulations. She just got married. She's a beautiful girl.
She got married again?
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Bless her heart. Wow.
It's not because she's. That's just.
Just say it.
It's. Let me stop.
You're being very general.
Yes, because it's a man's world, and sometimes we just got to tell the truth. It's
Tighten
not
up your
football.
belts.
It's not football season yet, but we still got to tell the truth in our man cave, man.
That's right.
Sorry we hurting your feelings, and you could say whatever you want, but Jill Scott, the dude married Jill Scott, and hopefully she signed a prenup because everybody wants to be loved.
Yeah.
But this dude, the same dude that's.
You don't like the dude?
So are you saying that he married her for her money?
Well, he married her for whatever reason, but.
How do you know he doesn't love her?
Who is the dude?
Okay, I'm pretty sure he loves her. My question is, would he love her if she wasn't Jill Scott?
Maybe. She's beautiful.
All right, I hope so.
So if she wasn't Jill Scott, what would her name
she's not
be?
your flavor?
No, I love Jill Scott.
So you don't, if you saw her walking down the street, you wouldn't be attracted to her if you saw her in person and she was just working in the supermarket?
We have to go work out first.
Oh, so she's a
got to
little
be healthy.
thick for your
No, she just
taste.
No,
She's trying to grill you.
no, it's not.
She
that.
got some big old titties.
That
That count for anything?
No, it's in her head. It's in her brain.
She did the Late Late Show, and maybe she wasn't having the best day, but she played that diva card, though.
Yeah, she is a
She
diva.
played that
I've
diva.
seen her
Yeah.
diva
Now you're
out.
turning on her.
No, she
And-
played that diva card to
Yeah,
the max.
she's a. I hear she's a diva.
Because she told the segment producer, because the segment producer was actually scared to go tell her something.
Mm-hmm.
So she came to me and she's like, Jeff, can you knock on her door? And he's like, okay. But then I had something to do and I came back and the segment producer was going to knock on the door. And she just kind of opened the door and she was like, look, the next motherfucker that knock on my door is going to get it. It's like,
Damn, they already got it.
but
Shit.
it was just like more or less. And then when I went to I had to be the muscle and went to Walker, she was like, baby, this ain't my first talk show. She like, I'm going to get to the stage. And I was like, okay, well, we need to get to the stage now. We need to walk now. And then, she just played that to me and it was like, okay. Because I had mad love for her and I had mad respect, but then when I had that
turned you off.
I was like, okay.
I'm telling you, it's like,
It's
just
like,
like,
okay.
like the one guy who's all these guys who marry these girls who are stars, like Jennifer Hudson has kept her man, down. He's not out there.
Yeah.
You got
It's a bodybuilder though.
Right, and he's.
Are they still married?
She's done enough thing to keep him quiet, but it's kind of like to me. I'm finding out that everybody.
What you finding out, LD?
Wants their 15 minutes to go about reading the fine print. The people like Anthony Anderson is on the show to tell the truth, right? I heard
Game show,
right, and his mother is like the scorekeeper.
Okay.
Really?
What's wrong with that?
Working.
That's not her place. They're real people who are talented who actually work hard to be in that place.
Yeah.
Well,
TV
there's been
personalities.
other situations where that's you
Look,
had
let her do a Campbell
family
soup
team
commercial.
He's not a football player.
Well, that's where they should be, the Mama Soup commercial. But all these people, wives and mothers and fathers, have to get their 15 minutes as opposed to just staying in their lane.
But it was just like we were saying earlier about the BET Awards. Talent is really no more.
It's not a talent-driven industry.
Right.
It's a social. Look at the worst example now is look at Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. All those young girls now are bringing their mother on the shows.
Right.
And now the mothers are acting ignorant now. The mothers are fighting against each other.
Right. It's just like the Braxtons and all this stuff. It's just ignorant. It's just ignorant.
Is the Braxtons that way too?
But no, the truth came out about Tamara's firing.
What?
Because she went off on the producer in front of everybody.
I figured that.
I mean, it comes to that point where they're going to expose themselves and they're going to pull that diva card.
Yeah.
I mean, these people once you do, your foundation is theater. You learn to work with everyone.
Correct.
You learn to work with the prop people. You learn to respect everyone's
Everyone,
position.
like you said, yeah.
And these people who get into entertainment without that foundation, they have no. Jeff. You see how they
look at your
disrespect.
boy Ludacris when he was down at he did a concert in Georgia at this university. He ordered $65,000 worth of shit that he didn't even eat
On his ledger.
Yeah, in his rider. This is what he needed. This is what he needed.
Man, listen.
Well, maybe he got it so he didn't have to get it, and everybody else can get it. So.
No, they said when they cleaned out the dressing room, when none of this shit open, he did the exact same thing when he came to Tyra. They had me go get that shit, and then when he left, nothing was touched.
But what I'm saying is, didn't nobody get it after he left?
Well, that's why he got beat up in Hustle and Flow. But
I mean, I got it. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. He blessed you. That's what I'm saying. I don't need it, but I'm gonna make sure it's here because he could have just said, "I don't need nothing," and
but it's
you got nothing.
It's that it's this.
That's the business.
When we get to that, we lose who we are because then it's like, okay, I need to be treated this way.
It ain't like you pay for it. So what? Them companies can afford to.
Yeah,
that's cool. Hey, look, something happens. Something happens when you go over that $1 million mark and over that hill. I'd like to see what that hill is like. It must just be. I
hear that Beyonce got to have the room painted a certain color just so my
right.
She likes Boston Market chicken.
All right. Here's the thing. I'm Louis Dix.
TDP.
Jeff Arnold.
And you have been listening to what show?
In a Man's World.
Here at Morris Media. We really appreciate who called in? X, you're funny.
Aaron.
It's Aaron Gladman. And
John from Arkansas.
John from Arkansas. We appreciate all of you. We'll be back here next week. Real quick.
For what?
Did you guys see that?
Wow.
That's championship.
So now do you take it off when you leave the hood?
Yeah, I'm going to go. I just wore
Are those real diamonds?
Yeah, they're no.
Those are dimels.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I'm just worried for the show, and then I'm gonna go home and put it away.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Speedy still wears his ring.
You're gonna sleep with it.
No, I'm not.
You're gonna be doing like that
from the celebrity basketball. Yeah, I looked at that ring and I looked at this one. Oh yeah, there's a difference. But
girls
hold it up and be like, oh, it's Boston. Yeah, looks
right. I feel proud.
You're gonna drive down Crenshaw,
No, I'm not. I already got my gas coming because I was like, okay, let me get my gas coming as opposed to going. But no, I'm
talking to people like this, like, yo, so this is what I'm saying.
No, I'm not flossing like that.
Really?
No. Listen, I've had a lot of fun today. Good night.
Good night.
It was fun. Going to head home. Got a game tomorrow and Sunday. Hope everyone has a safe 4th of July.
Be careful out there.
We love y'all. We're out. See you next week.
Love you on purpose.
Peace.
What time is y'all game?